Greetings, Retro and Limers. This is the second half of Retro and Lim Live 32 Double D. I'm not Barry White. I'm Harry White. No, actually, no. I was Sir David Frost. And the hospital has now closed. The watershed has passed throughout the countries and cities. The kids are in bed, and it's time for some titties. Speaking of titties, I am Harold Rutherford Yack. I'm not Harry White, although I might have fooled you otherwise. And with me in the stream tonight, we have a new member of Retro and Lim. It's Shock16. Hello!
Hello!
Hello, boy!
How we all doing tonight?
Yeah, we're rootin' tootin' for Retro and Lim Live 32 Double D.
Out there in YouTube land.
Yes, sirree, Bob. How's it hanging?
That is good.
We're struggling.
That was kind of like a mixture of Western and gangster in one, wasn't it?
Western gangster. That would be interesting. It would be a movie starring Will Smith and Ali G. Ali G. Yes.
Maybe a cameo from Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, I'd pay to see that.
He still have a career.
Not much, but I would pay to see it. Oh, whose voice was that? It is. It is Dave, a.k.a. Lawn Boys Post 1975. Happy birthday, sir.
Sorry.
Happy birthday.
Oh, where are my presents, bitches?
This is your presents. We
That
are
is
your
like
presents.
I could really use a new camera.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
the one
it
you've got's awesome, mate.
So I
It's
can
broke.
fail to miserably install that one again. No, I can't. I don't know why it's doing it. It did it last week and then it kicked in for some reason. We're fucking settings. It's the internet. It's Friday night. It just doesn't work. My house is officially technology-free zone on a Friday.
It's okay, Dave. Your voice is sexy enough to carry itself on this
That's
live
true.
stream, just like mine.
Have you checked your Facebook yet, Dave?
No. Why?
Oh, is it the sound effect monkeys in?
Why would you even let me select my camera? Oh, someone told me.
Yes, welcome to the stream, Dave. How's it hanging?
It's mainly to the left today.
Short and shriveled.
Largely, I had to tape it to the bottom of my ankle. Work, you fucking
Took it into your
stupid.
socks.
Yes, something like, I don't shoot me. Why won't you work?
I'll shoot you through the internet, boy.
Have
Right,
you tried plugging it in and plugging it out and plugging it in again?
yes.
No, because it's the shit cam. Oh, there we go. Well, I can see a light now.
Oh, yes!
Yay! There he is.
No, I can't see that light. I can see heaven.
Dave, you're wearing your England shirt. While you're here, do you have a review of the England game? Because we didn't get to see it. We were
That's
on the
why
stream.
That's why I was late, and then I had my tea, and we had cordon bleus, and they were delicious.
Ah, yes.
I didn't know you could still buy them, but you can. Like a little slice of the 80s.
Dave,
Chicken and
Dave,
ham form.
Dave, round our way, it's more like cordon bleu.
But that's because you're a yak and you shouldn't be eating people food.
Well, that's me told. So, one half of Dave and Yackham. How did the England game go?
I don't think Rooney's match fit.
Really?
Yeah. Especially considering he made a point of saying in the Sunday section of the paper a few weeks back, going, "This is the first World Cup I've entered and I feel match fit." Really? No, I don't think so. You look like a poor, confused, drunk man running after the kebab van on a Saturday night.
Not much different. Not much different than usual, then, eh, Dave?
But yeah, the back. But we may as well just get rid of our back four. I don't know, just put like little Sabutio players on the pitch for all the fucking good they do.
Who played at the back?
Oh, the fucking standard, and he had who's the new kiddie? The 20-year-old up-and-coming bloke. Fuck, I forget his name. He brought him on, but I'm like, why did you bring him on at the end? I thought your whole point of picking a young team of new people was to test them. I'll bring you on at the end. We've only got one game before the World Cup.
Yes. And Mr. Burns was sat there on the touchline.
Yes. We couldn't actually say excellent if you watched the performance. I tell you what, I didn't know. I've got to find the clip on YouTube. I'm not a massive fan of Question Time anyway, because it's stacked full of lefties handpicked by the government who are only allowed to ask questions that they want them to ask. But apparently Joey Barton was on the panel.
I don't have the boo thing.
Why were
He
you?
got in trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, he said something stupid about calling 4 women ugly or something. But what made me laugh was, I got to find it, is, I know it's question time, I know quite a lot of it's just BBC saying we want views, but it's Joey Barton. Do you really want a man on your panel who put a cigarette out in someone's eye during training?
Dave.
12 grand's worth of damage to a kid's teeth just because he got pissed. Like, yeah, this is the man who's articulate enough to represent, fucking Great Britain on question time. I think he
Dave.
just stood there and growled.
Really? Dave, most importantly, did he wear a suit and tie, or did he come in his full QPR kit?
Came with his full QPR kit.
That I would pay to see. Not much, but I would pay to see.
No,
And
he didn't. I can only think of one positive about Joey Barton, and that's he's got an excellent haircut.
Yes, I agree. Right, Rich, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce you there. It is the 90s video game dude, Richard!
Hello!
Hello, yeah!
How are you?
They have cordon bleus in the 90s, Rich.
Well, actually, in the 80s, a bit further back, we had a freezer shop which was called Cordon Bleu. It was like Iceland, but the 80s version.
When you walked in, were you just surrounded by a massive amount of cheese and ham?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rich, was it run by Damon Albarn?
It was run by Damon Albarn. It was also run by that bloke from... I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
The Crankies.
Yes. I was trying to think of an 80s celebrity, but I couldn't think of one. But yeah, Crankies will do.
Pat Sharp, Pat Sharp!
Yes, it was run by Pat Sharp.
Pat Sharp's Chippy! Yeah.
That's
That's
sure.
amazing. I'd go with a chippy if Pat Sharp surfed me.
Could you imagine it?
That'd be brilliant.
Especially if it's decked out like fun ass.
Yes. Whole lot of fun. Mushy peas to be won. A real crazy shop where...
And 2 twins to bag. Sorry.
You have
Yes.
to get around in go-karts collecting tokens to get chips.
Avoiding his hair
Amazing.
whipping out.
No, you collect HP sauce.
I heard, right, back in the 80s, his hair was like Bayonetta, and that his clothes. And that's why now it's cut short. It's the only way to, remove its evil powers.
See, if those two twins were in a chip shop, it's the only time you could get away with saying, "Oi, oi, Savaloy!"
Hey.
All night.
N Yackham, see if you can find a picture of them now. Let's see how they've been faring.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Not too bad, actually.
What is this? The twins?
Done all right.
Is this the twins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just catch us up on the comments then, before I do that.
What was the
Retro-
name? Melodies.
Yeah. Twin 1 and Twin 2.
Melanie and Steve or something.
Steve. Steve can be a girl's name. Yeah.
It was
Stevie
Steve,
Nicks.
it was Steve Benway when he had his hair.
Oh, don't say that. He'll come and burn us down. No. Right. Retro Unlim asks, Dave, Ricky Lambert, any thoughts?
That was it, yeah. Middle's a fair. I know what he's done, but too young. Excellent hair, though.
Everybody's just got excellent hair.
Yeah, but they have. I feel this is the best World Cup we're going into with a squad that has decent haircuts.
Is that how you pick your friends, Dave?
Yeah.
Who has the best haircut?
That person's got amazing hair. We could be friends. You, short back and basin? I don't think so.
That's why he likes me, because I have a lot of hair. I am a yak, of course.
He is a yak, of course.
Here's the
Wigan's only animal supporter.
Yeah. Here is a picture of said twins.
Ooh. Why is one of them a conjoined twin of what's its name in the middle?
Well, that's bizarre.
That's why he had the mullet. That's why in the 80s you thought they were separate people because he had the mullet protecting it, so you could only see her head.
That's how they spawned. It was like Gremlins. Someone dropped water on his mullet. And out came the twins.
He was Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Secrets of the 1980s on Retro Unlim Live.
Was he ever in the broom cupboard?
Pat Sharp? Don't think so.
No, because he wouldn't have fit, would he? If you think about logistics.
Got Simon Parkin in there, but he was a bit too ginger for anybody.
Too ginger for anybody, yes. Can I quote you on that?
You can.
Well,
Okay.
if you look at it, so I got to say this. If you look at Pat Sharp's face, right, and that really little sly grin, and then look what he's doing with his hands, you're thinking, where have those fingers been, Pat?
Hey. Don't
He's
get
pointing
any
rather
ideas.
than.
You think you're saying to one sister, do you want to smell your other sister? So,
Oh, crossing the streams in finger form.
Careful, we may have him on the stream one day. We don't want to offend him. We've already ruined our chances of getting Dominic Diamond and Dave Perry on here by taking the mick out of them.
I
Endless.
don't think we took the mick out of him at all, actually. I think it was mainly
we
the
should not Pat Sharp on just to abuse him.
Yeah, we should sack the console snob retrospectively just for that. Just so we can get Dave Perry on. Dave Perry is the new console snob. Brilliant. Some more comments. Smooth MJ and JL76 Gaming both say, "Happy birthday, Dave." And JL76 says, funky headphones, Shocks. Also, didn't know you had joined Retro Unlim. Welcome.
I'm actually a fully fledged member as of tonight.
Oh, my member is fully fledged.
Someone give him his discount card already.
that's the only reason why I'm here. Discount on live stream.
It's shit, really, because it's only accepted in each other's houses.
Yeah, like that time when you turned up on Chris Shank's doorstep, but we shall not speak of that again.
Oh, and the headphones are school candies, if he's wondering.
Ooh, posh.
Oh, yes.
I'm here with my £20 headphones. Cheap and cheerful, they do the job. In fact, if I...
Atari headphones.
Atari, he says? Oh, you sexy whore.
It's hard, man. Oh, I'll trade you these ones for yours.
You can have them because they're knackered.
Oh, right.
I have to sort of sellotape them to my head.
Well, that's okay. Sellotape fixes everything.
It
Right.
does.
We have an interesting comment here from Bad Ukup. He says, "You guys are the bollocks."
I like Bad Fuck Up. I follow him on Instagram. He has many pictures which I enjoy.
Ooh, he sounded like Dave then. There's many pictures which I enjoy. That's my impression of Dave, by the way. It was rubbish.
It was pretty shit, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, never mind, eh? Into Ghost. He says, "Let's see if I can stay awake long enough to watch this second part."
Probably
The
always
first-
sleep.
The first part was amazing, but he only says that because he was in it.
Wait a minute, there was a first part.
Yes!
Do you only split this show up simply because I can never get my ass on before fucking 10 o'clock?
No, the reason we've split it up, and this, I'm going on record and saying this now, we've not spoken about this, is because we have so many people wanting to get on the stream these days, it's impossible. We'd actually have to turn people down if we do one whole stream. We have a maximum of 10 people in the chat at once, so what we've done is split it up into 2 streams. First one has
Stream
the
A?
first... Stream A?
B.
Stream B.
Oh, we're B stream. Oh,
No, don't
we're
worry.
not has-beens. We couldn't make it into the regular stream.
Don't worry, Dave. First the worst, second the best.
You got to actually approve it though. We could tell with the second team. We got a guy's fucking headphones are taped to his head. We got me on a 1.3 megapixel camera, sat in the middle of an event horizon. Oh, Team B. Oh, we should all wear posture-correcting shoes and go and sit in the corner.
One slightly built-up shoe.
I'm from Canada, eh? And they think I'm a bit slow.
Into
You have to take
Ghost.
out your circle of paper and your crayon.
Into Ghost asks, "Shots, show us your Friday night snacks."
Right, night snacks are
Friday
flaming
night
hot,
snacks.
flaming hot monster munch.
Ah,
And over here, I have a chocolate chip muffin.
Oh, he's mixing it up.
See?
I went
Chocolate chip muffin,
old
baby.
school. I've got a spicy hot pepperami.
That's
Pepperoni?
all you have. Food of champions.
I used to buy that fire stick, then came to the conclusion that it's not actually hot. And it's misrepresented itself with such a cool title. Fuck you,
Sure.
pepperami.
yeah, screw you. Shocks, We've just ruined our chances there of ever getting sent any for free, but never mind.
Oh
Shocks.
shit! Yeah, but that's right, Pepsi. I love you.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like I just bombed Messi.
Oh, that sounded wrong. Shocks. Do they still have... Totally wrong. Do they still have the statistics for the individual monsters on the back of those Monster Munch packets? The profiles of the individual monsters.
No.
Oh! I learnt to read from those.
Really?
Not really, no.
I remember a few years ago when you could do the combo. You could save up the packets to get a retro T-shirt, and I saved up all the packets. And you never fucking sent me one.
Oh, the swines. We
Wankers.
should start a campaign.
I learned my lefts and rights from the Sonic the Hedgehog level select cheat. True story.
See, video games.
I got run over once, but came back to life with the Konami code. Really difficult. I had a very small window to get it right. Shortly before and after the car was on my face.
I did the Konami
I
code.
got back into life. I went, ooh.
I did the Konami code, and Chun-Li appeared in my bedroom.
You did not.
I'm lying.
You are, aren't you?
Because she would be from Capcom, wouldn't she?
Yes. The Capcom code, then.
Do you remember the, obviously just because I'm on a big Contra kick at the moment, but do you remember the ocean box art for Contra, where it was Bob Wakeland who did amazing box art anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And, it was just basically he put Arnold Schwarzenegger's head up from both different Schwarzenegger movies on both the same people at the front. One was looking at the camera, one was looking away.
Actually,
there it is.
this week... Oh, sorry, go on.
So I'm just showing my Bob Wakeland signed artwork.
Yeah, he reproduced
Rolling Rat.
The Rolling Rats race.
I'm Rolling Rat.
I was reading an article about him where you go on his website and you pay and he will reproduce them all, but the best bit is, apparently he reproduces them totally from memory.
Really?
In which case that makes him fucking shit hot. From this angle, I can't see whereabouts or what it's coming from, but it looked like Ronin's doing something nasty.
He is. That's his glue gun.
He's got a rather large worm.
Yes, let's just have a look here. Here he is.
What do you think about his haircut, Dave?
Yay!
See, if you put it like that, Roland is shooting his splooge at a worm.
Yeah.
Rich, did you request that piece of art?
I didn't. I won it. I won it at Revival last year on the
If I
raffle.
could go for anyone, it would either be the Operation Wolf one, or the Galavan, which was actually when for him in Imagine, but
Unfortunately, it was just that one to win. That was the only one
you
that he
should throw it
saw.
away then. It's shit.
Fuck you! It's Roland Rat.
It's awesome! It's Roland from Roland
Self-proclaimed
on the
saviour of
Ropes.
TVAM.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey, Rat fans.
Who was
Right.
the puppet who just came on the screen, farted, and then ran off?
Was that the gerbil?
Yeah.
Gary the gerbil?
His name was Harry Yack.
That was, young Harry Yack when he was young Fawn.
Young Harry.
How did you get that role in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe? Boom.
I walked into it. Walked into it! Yeah.
Hey!
Sorry, that was useless.
And that is the end of the live stream.
We use that joke every blooming week.
It's our new micro format.
Dave's birthday update. Patty has just wished Dave happy birthday on Facebook. That's Pattimus. Happy birthday,
Why not
Dave.
do this? Right, what you fucking weirdos done to me?
He's checking now. His camera will probably crash.
Too much
I'm
animation.
being crushed
Don't
by a
make it
giant.
good.
Sorry.
Hang on. Oh no, it's not called Fave. Actually, yeah, there's a website called Favebook.
Dave checks
Facebook.
Facebook Live. Really?
Oh, it won't. I typed in Favebook and it won't go anywhere.
Yeah. Just downloaded a load of spam.
Oh, there is a Favebook. Oops, Google Chrome could not find Favebook. Do you mean a Facebook? Oh,
No.
it's Chrome, you're so smart.
Of course.
Apart from when I downloaded a YouTube video last night, and even though I checked all the boxes, when I rebooted my computer, I had 27 new fucking toolbars.
Oh dear.
But those toolbars are so useful.
Yeah.
They just sound like real toolbars with one spelling mistake.
So Rich, while
Yeah.
Dave's checking his Facebook, Intergo says that Roland Rat picture is great, but the hamster/gerbil doesn't actually appear in the game, and he always found that a bit weird.
Errol, his name is. Errol the hamster.
Hello, Errol.
That's it.
Does Kevin?
Is he Welsh?
He is.
Oh,
He
there's
eats
anything wrong with
leeks.
that.
He eats leeks.
The Facebook saga.
Ooh.
I liked little Reggie. The little
Reggie, that was it.
Wee, Roland! That was a fucking awful impression of Reggie, but yes, he sort of squeaks a bit like rats do, I suppose.
They should do a hack of Roland on the ropes for the Amstrad CPC with Roland Rat.
Oh,
Mix.
that's a Kickstarter. Fuck Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
Bring a new full 1080p Roland Rat game out
Yes. Let's
using
do
the
it.
Unreal Engine.
Right, if we get enough comments regarding this, we will definitely do it. Maybe. We've still not got any tweets to our hashtag. Hashtag #RULive. Letter R, letter U live. Yes.
I
You
think
swines!
it should be Are You Bothered? And no.
The answer is clearly no. Right, I'm going to sack off that idea.
I'm
Forget Twitter.
confused.
What is the problem, dear Dave?
Why is it my birthday?
Because it's your birthday. You were born
is.
on this day.
No, it wasn't.
If you'd watched the original live stream, the first one, you would have known. Basically, well, I'll tell you the story.
It's your evil hand in here somewhere.
It's nothing to do with me. I wasn't even on there. But
It wasn't me,
It's
Governor,
actually-
honest.
it's actually Infected Flinch's birthday. But Monkey Spaz put happy birthday on your page instead, by mistake. So we all followed suit.
Oh, quite good actually.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the presents.
I bet Dave, Infected Flinch, really, really hates this because we're taking the thunder away from him.
Yeah, you just
That's
stole it.
it.
It's not my fault, infected boy.
Infected boy.
He's still, Dave's still looking on his Facebook profile, and he said they've all put it on Dave Wade's on Dave's Facebook page, but they all know it's my birthday.
My birthday.
It's my birthday. What is? This is just a joke birthday. You're
But
like
the thing
queen.
is, some of them you're saying it's just a joke birthday, but one of these people, I'm not going to name it, it's none of like the Retro Island crew. One of the people who's actually wished me happy birthday has obviously done it to, not just because he's followed suit, because he's outside like gaming circles, you know what I mean? He's a friend, but and he must be confused and think it is actually my birthday. Oh shit, I forgot, and everyone else has remembered.
It's not a family member, is it?
Oh dear, we're trolling people tonight. Oh, we have, da-da-da, yes, success, the system works. We have a tweet. And it says, it is from Interghost, at Interghost on Twitter. Hashtag #RULive. I used your hashtag, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Well, thank you, Adam. Thank you very much. You made this whole endeavour worth it. Yes, I can sleep easy tonight now.
I also like the fact that you used a fanfare just as Michael Burhan turned up.
Ah! Willkommen.
Is that a picture of creepily fondling a kangaroo from behind?
No,
Or is it someone riding a Taunton?
That is Infected Flinch with his Jammer Llama.
That's like up the arse corner in Viz.
Does anybody still read Viz? It's still going, I can tell you.
Oh, Viz is great. I follow Viz on Facebook, and they put lots of funny stuff on there.
Does the original guy still write it? Or draw for it? What was his name? Simon Donaldson or something like that?
Did he do all of it?
Well,
think so.
it was him and one or two other blokes who originally did it.
What?
Needless to say, the Viz comic is great, but the Viz-based films are all shite. Apart from the cartoon ones, they're not too bad.
Yes, I concur.
Oh, I was just going to say, there are actual live-action ones, are there?
Yeah, they did one of the Fat Slags.
Oh, that was a Sky thing, wasn't it, actually?
Yeah, and it was fucking awful.
Shame, because their pot noodle adverts were brilliant.
They had it, but the actual Viz comic decided that they didn't want anything to do with it and wouldn't have the name on it.
I know.
Because it was so bad.
I haven't seen it personally, but I have seen the animated series because all the episodes are on YouTube.
I said the Sexist animated show was pretty good.
Billy Fart Pants was my favourite.
I just love the Spectrum game, the Viz Spectrum game.
I completely forgot about that. He writes to a list he must do gameplays of.
Is there any way we can pipe that in via emulation right now and do a bit of a quick gameplay of it?
Oh no!
Are there any online Specky emulator thingies?
I know one of the levels you were Buster Gonad and you had to bounce on your balls. Try and get as high as you could. And there he is, the ripped mastodon. Oh, man.
Actually come on, just flexing.
How he powers the electricity in his house.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Welcome to the stream, Arnold.
Steven said the stream needed sexy, so I just had to come.
Well, usually he's in bed, but today he's standing up.
I am standing up. Look, I've got feet and everything.
And he has his breakfast in the background.
Yeah, I'm basically making my dinner. This is dinner time for me, so I'm just basically putting together a bit of a salad and some chicken.
Oh, can we see this? Can we see the process of you making this?
Yes, we can see the process of
Oh, fantastic.
salad. Let me just go and get my ingredients. I'll be right back.
He was actually cooking on the last stream as well, weren't he?
He's gone to the pantry.
It is just a big glass of protein shake, isn't it?
Cooking with Michael Byrne live on Retro Unlim.
No, we do everything here. We've got putting up shelves, cooking.
Yeah.
I think
The episode was particularly excellent.
I'm going to start doing makeup tips next.
Stu's business plan was not.
We need Snob here for makeup tips.
Yeah, that's true.
He knows how to get that cherry red gloss on. Okay, so we've got Pepsi Max. There you go. Pepsi Max. You always need a Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max, good man. As
Where-
to keep the bones young.
I've got myself a lettuce there. Got myself some very nice
I want to see you eat that lettuce like an apple.
Tesco. And I've got myself some cherry tomatoes. And last but not least, of course, a vibrator. I mean a cucumber.
It's a pickle. Let's pickle.
Yes, so now I need to go and get some chicken steaks. I'm just going to find them.
Chicken steaks with Pepsi. This is going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
cooking
Pepsi on it.
Pepsi.
Pepsi's just for me to drink, just so you know.
I could
Oh,
really
you're not making Pepsi steaks then?
That's good, but it's no greatest sandwich in the world ever. You're welcome.
Sandwich.
And what is the greatest sandwich in the world ever, Dave?
Did you not check my Facebook last Saturday night?
I never checked.
Oh no, that one with fucking Premier cheese on it.
Oh, actually, yes, I did.
Version of the world's greatest sandwich, and I concur. Because
I'm going to do one this week, but I'm pretty sure I won't replicate it. So this is not the greatest sandwich in the world. This is just a tribute.
Hey!
Hey.
Gonna remember the greatest sandwich in the world. Oh.
We don't want to see that, thank you.
Yeah, I just
That's his
switched the
chicken
camera
steak
away.
there.
I did. That's me doing my Nasty Boys impression. Just gonna cut this thing up. Look, I'm cutting it now just to get all the nasty bits off.
So you got to sex it up like that cook who took drugs.
Okay,
Nigella.
on my knob, and there it is.
Well, that wasn't very sexy at all.
First of all, you based it. Then you beat your servant, allegedly.
As you always do.
And then you try not to have your husband throttle you directly in front of the paparazzi.
And then
It was just a heated argument. No, you had your hand on her throat, mate. I'm not a massive fan of her. I always thought Delia cooked better.
How do you know? How do you know, Dave? You never tasted any of her products.
They look nice in the book.
We're talking about Nigella. If we're talking about Nigella, she's one sexy bitch. I'm just saying. I would do
I
that.
always pictured you more with Jamie Oliver.
Well, you kind of look like him. You look like
Jamie Oliver, though, you've ever noticed, you will notice it now, that his tongue is too big to fit in his mouth entirely.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is why he
probably-
has that stupid fucking...
That's probably the reason why Jules loves him, because he's got a very nice tongue.
That's also why he likes, or he doesn't like, turkey Twizzlers, because he cannot fit them in his mouth or his tongue. Also, a minute's silence, please, for that fantastic fart.
What's that?
That's just one. We should. It sounds like a tribute show, basically. You should do like an episode of Retro Unlim dedicated to that one.
Let's just talk about other episodes.
We did that once already over Christmas. Oh, I love
our faked Christmas one. I blew the illusion of.
Oh yes,
Because I
we
didn't
recorded. Yeah, we recorded it.
Because I was, well, even back then, I was having technology problems.
By the way, Yak, did you do birthdays yet?
Yes, but we have some more. Some more have magically appeared.
Ooh.
Yes. Retro-related birthdays today.
Yay! I love
Was
that.
that Michael Jackson? Not Michael Jackson's birthday at all. Right. It is Dave Price's birthday. That's Infected Flinch.
It's also my birthday.
Yes. It's two Daves' birthday. My two Daves. Like my two dads, but with Daves.
Without the bloke from Aliens.
And Dave Price is 29. This Dave is 21. Well, happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Oh, very happy on birthday to you, to me. Oh, very happy on birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Dave.
It's also the super sexy birthday of someone else.
Oh, who's that? Sean Connery. I do have on my piece of paper here that it is Rob Mann's birthday. He is 37. Is that who you are referring to?
I am. I called him today. I basically sent a Facebook message saying, "Happy birthday, you super sexy bald git."
That could apply to many, many people on this live stream.
Could do, actually, including me. Because I am a super sexy bald git. Do you notice me and Rich have this thing going on where we've got no hair at the top, but we've got a lot at the bottom? It's way at
Go back.
You,
Yeah,
Just
back
wear
there.
your head upside down.
Harry Yak has a lot of head there. Back her, because he is a hack.
A hack.
A hack Yak.
He is indeed a hack.
Oh dear, that was the worst
Who
sentence.
didn't show up for episode 3 of Dave and Yackham.
Hey, that was never officially announced.
Yes, it was.
I got it on a good tip from his brother Barry that he was seeing a whore that day.
Yes.
It was a retro-related whore, so she was really vintage.
That makes it sound like she's not washed.
Her name was Irene. She was the same Irene that they used to sing about.
See that? Great vintage bird, that.
That's what I said immediately afterwards.
Yeah, he's like, I just come on Irene.
Hey!
Oh, the flowing canals.
Thank you very much, I'm here all week.
I am as
Right.
well.
We have a few more hashtag #RULives.
Lord.
JL76Gaming at JL76Gaming on Twitter says, "Hello, Retro Unlimers.
Hi, John.
Hello.
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 How's it hanging up there in Scotland?" Retro Unlim also says, "Happy birthday, Lombos Post 1975.
Oh,
I feel the more this joke runs, the more it's kind of insulting Dave. Other Dave.
Yes.
Aha, it's funny because everyone's wishing him his birthday and not you, and it's not even his birthday. Cry in the corner.
It's okay, he won't watch it.
where he says that everyone forgets his birthday and then he'll be really upset, and then we all have to learn a life lesson from this. After he plots to destroy us, of course.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
He'll probably jump on the stream later and kill us all via the internet. He'll send us all a virus.
Or he could do as Zach Plator and just kill us with his penis from another continent. Because, people don't know this, but Zach Plator's penis is so huge, it actually can make people pregnant in Africa. He's in the United States.
That specific country. That specific country.
Michael, did he do that once live on an edition of I Got Gameplay?
He did, and he's the reason apparently for all poverty down there, because he keeps procreating with them.
Just a bit of a shout out for the I Got Gameplay podcast, which I was listening to this week. Last weekend's edition was a bumper 3-hour podcast. Wasn't that correct, Michael? Excuse
It was
me.
a 3-hour podcast, yeah. It was a very, very good good edition, and we had a troll on that edition. I'm not going to name his name because I vented on him another couple of days. From a rival network who decided he wanted a bit of 15 minutes of fame, decided to come and leave a few messages on our IGG Facebook.
Without going in, because don't name it, but does this has to pertain to the messages we were sending each other?
Yes.
Aha.
But we sorted it out because I gave him a whole little vent session about internet trolling and bullying. So, I told him to go do one. But it's still fun and dandy. We had that, and also we got to talk in between those those few little bits and pieces. Gaming mistakes, which we're talking about several different things that happen in gaming when several different people have been twatty, like Angry Joe, like game development mishaps, and even stuff that us gamers do wrong, including the fact that going on Twitter every 5 minutes and harassing game developers.
That's true.
That's a good question, actually. I'm going to put that out to the floor. I'm going to steal that from Michael's Good Podcast and put that out to the people in the stream. What are your biggest, or indeed other people's biggest, gaming mistakes?
Ooh. I
put discs back in the right box.
I'd go with what's his name? John Romero's comeback game. What was it called? What was it called? That fucking crap game John Romero did.
What was it after what? Okay, name the previous one, and I might.
It was Dawn of the Shameless Cash-In.
What's it called? Daikatana? Was that it?
Why does that ring a bell? And
don't have a look.
somehow it's very faint and foggy because I deliberately blocked it out.
Let me have a look.
Grape dream, Dave.
Michael, is that your completed lunch?
That is my completed salad, and I'm now just going to go and get the chicken grill steaks and pop them in the oven, and then put them on.
What temperature are we going to set there, Mike?
Ooh, let's have a look here, shall we? It doesn't actually say, because my mom's actually taken the temperature off.
So Harry just turned into Roller Rutland, did you hear
I'll
that?
show you. The temperature has actually been taken off, so I'm going to put it basically on, the knob's going to be on this, let me just put this mic down, set to that side, there you go. I have no idea how many degrees that is.
And how long are you going to cook it for?
Probably about 20 to 30 minutes.
Until it's golden brown?
Oh, it's golden brown, of course.
Texture like
Golden brown, texture like sun.
Gordon Brown?
And how many
Golden
calories can we
brown
expect from that
texture.
meal?
What's that?
How many calories can we expect from that meal?
Oh, how many calories? Oh, that's a fun one. Basically, my intake's usually 1,800 a day. So
When you just eat 3 Big
on the
Macs,
Slimming
then,
World
job
plan.
done.
So I'm probably looking about maybe for my final meal about 75 calories.
And how much of that is saturated fat?
About
75? For a full
Chicken
meal?
steaks have that really annoying thing that they get from supermarkets where they add it like it's a bonus feature where it goes, with added water.
Well, Harry, the thing is, if you're looking at basically what I'm eating, most of it's leafy greens, and there's only a little bit of meat.
Leaky greens.
Leafy greens.
I can say leaky green sounds like gangrene.
Yeah. Leafy greens, basically. So that has
Like almonds.
0.5, I believe, percent in those. So I'm gonna. Oh, I forgot to do my pepper. I'm gonna do a pepper.
Eat it whole.
I thought you said I forgot to do my pepard, and I was thinking about the A-team.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Ah.
I do it again, see?
So my biggest gaming mistake, I'm just trying to think what that is. I think my biggest gaming mistake is leaving my card details on my Xbox and then having my very smart daughter figure out my PIN so she can purchase a game, which she did today. she paid for Sonic CD today, which is a good game. I applaud the fact that she paid for it, even though I was in the middle of basically paying for her Wii U. I put a Wii U on layaway at Cash Converters, and I'm literally halfway paying it off. As long as she gets her maths up, it's kind of giving her a bit of an incentive. And she decided to buy Sonic CD on the Xbox.
Education through punishment. I like your style.
Yeah, it's basically there for her, so if she does well, she gets the Wii U. If she doesn't do well, then the Wii U stays with me.
You could even use it as a question to improve the math skills. If your Wii U is on layaway for 12 months, and with a deposit of £15, and a further 11 payments of £9.99, how long till a crackhead buys it?
If you answer that correctly.
This one is actually the original bundle. You know the discount bundle that I did previously, the white one.
I have the discount one because I'm cheap.
Yeah, and I've actually purchased that as well. I've got the premium bundle, but I'm purchasing that one as well for her so that she can, and me and her can sort of game. And also the tablet's actually much better than Skype.
It is. Tablet. I was really, really surprised the first time I did a tablet-to-tablet call.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And you still haven't added me, Dave.
Haven't I? I've added everyone who said they were going to send me it again. Because everyone who's in the box, I clicked yes on.
Michael, forgive him. It's his birthday.
Yeah, I heard he's 80 today. That's why he's.
Hey,
Yes.
isn't Mario Kart 8 out today?
Right. But that's my biggest game mistake. That and also, I believe the rise and fall of Phil Fish. A pretty good game developer. He made the game Fez. Ended up getting in a bit of a rant with people because a video game journalist, or I call him an air breather, basically decided that he wanted to make fun of him and insult him live on air because he wouldn't answer a few questions on the Xbox One, which he's a developer. He has no idea about what the Xbox One's going to do, the whole DRM thing. And this is when it was a high in the DRM. Another game mistake. The Xbox One and DRM. Oh, God. I love Microsoft and their foolery.
I will not have a bad thing said about Windows 8. It's amazing.
He's being sarcastic there, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, I can hear the sarcasm in his voice.
I want to find the person who decided that was the way to go, then build a time machine and wipe out their entire stain of family line throughout history.
Dave, I'll lend him my DeLorean so he can do it.
And his last leap will be the leap home. Do 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 do.
Yesterday, actually. I felt Sam got a bum deal at the end.
I think
He did.
I wouldn't have done that for Al. Like, screw you, Al. Freaking, I'm gonna go home, you bitch.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. I mean, obviously they're saying that he did it because it was a wonderful, nice thing to do, but he's basically crying to the bartender who is essentially God. Sorry out there, people. Spoilers. And he goes, I just want to go home. He goes, where do you want to go? And he goes, I just want to go home. And then basically just goes, and Sam was never found again. But Al got his wife back. And I went, well, that's not going home, is it, really? If we start thinking about it, that's Sam getting shafted.
Huh.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. It was one of those things where it's like God's supposed to be so omnipotent, but in Quantum Leap, God was a complete and utter arsehole. It was like, you did a nice thing there, I want to go home. No, but you don't need to go home.
Yeah.
No one's gonna
You've just sacrificed 5 years of your life leaping for out. I mean, it must be really stressful. Think about it. If I don't get this right, I'm stuck here.
Yes.
Plus, also, he screwed after it because remember they made a point in saying now he gets the leap without Dean Stockwell. So basically, what happens is he goes there once, fails his first mission because how the fuck is he going to know what to do? And then congratulations, now you live the rest of your life in 1957. Because how is he going to do it? Because let's be honest, he's never, ever, ever had to work out anything himself. He's always had help, hasn't he?
That is true.
But I'm not going to stay mad at Quantum because I got the complete box set and it's purdy and it makes me feel warm inside.
I do too. I love it. It's one of my favourite shows.
Plus I had the Evil Leaper, that was brilliant.
Oh, Evil Leap was great. Yeah, I used to watch Quantum Leap when it was broadcast, and we used to talk about
Tuesday nights.
Yes, we used to talk about it at school the day after. Oh, good old Quantum Leap. And then they said it was. I actually shed a tear for that last episode. He never ever got home.
They would talk about bringing it back, weren't they? This is about 5 years ago. And then they came to the conclusion that we would bring it back, that it would be his daughter to try and find him, to which I think the entire fan base just went, no, if you bring it back, we're Count Bacula, but we're not interested.
Chicken grill steaks. And these are very hot and spicy chicken grill steaks. Get them from Iceland, ladies and gents.
Iceland is really good for chicken.
It's actually very good for chicken. They do some very good deals as well. And you can get a big bottle of Pepsi from there for only £1. For the I believe it's a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi, even though that Tesco are trying to pass off this little 0.5-litre bottles as the big thing. Oh, look,
There's loads of them starting doing that with Coke now, haven't they? But they're doing the 1.7, and Coke advertised it's this brilliant thing, going, your new amazing bottle. No, it may look nice and shiny, but if it's got less in it, then I'd rather have the ugly old unamazing bottle, because it was the same price.
Well, it's funny you should mention this because Colo CPC says instant chicken Pepsi. At least it sounds like it would work. And Retro Unlim says cooking with burn. Also, I'd love to taste Nigella's products.
I would too. I think she's a very healthy woman. You can tell that waist on that girl. I would do some naughty things with her.
She was incredibly healthy until she developed the drug habit.
Oh, she could do enough crack as she wants as long as I get to bang her afterwards.
This deserves a picture, I think.
I'd do it. Why is she smoking crack?
Exactly. Sneaky
I'd
peeky.
sell her the crack.
Do they still do Virgin Cola?
No, because no one bought it in the first place.
Virgin Cola.
But But they did a Pamela Anderson shaped bottle.
That's right.
They could do a Courtney Love shaped bottle for all I care, and that would even be worse, actually.
Do they still make Jolt Cola?
I don't know.
Because they used to advertise it, didn't they, at one point in the 90s,
Yeah.
as a drink for people to revise to their exams to, because it said on the bottle, 3 times as much caffeine as any other cola.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, look, when you're cooking chicken, you have to make sure you put some foil on the pan.
Yes, yes, indeed. Don't stick then.
Yes, it helps protect the
It's funny, because when you cook Coke, you have to use foil as well.
So I basically do it the same way that Nigella would. There you go.
There's a picture of Nigella.
Basically, do it the same way Nigella would do it. Like, you take a good rock.
Then use your husband's credit card,
You get a spoon.
and then max it out. Because apparently you don't have enough money, even though that you're a freaking millionaire.
To heat your spoon, you will need a lighter. These are good, available for any good market store.
You
Buy
can-
for £1.
You can use any one you want, but I would recommend a big.
I would have liked to have seen how Spit and Image would have handled that whole incident.
See, look
Did
at
you ever do that thing with one of them big lighters where you used to take the metal part off and then you could keep twisting the gauge on it? So
Yeah,
big
you would make a
flint.
lightsaber.
I'm going to be a bit cheeky and have 5 of these. I usually have 4, but I'm going to have 5.
You've earned it.
I haven't.
How many
Burned his
calories? How many calories in one chicken steak? We can get this live.
It says basically per 100 grams, it's only 14.9 grams a steak. There you go.
Wow.
Wow. There you go, Retro Unlimmers. Now you know.
Yeah, so now you know that chicken steak is barely chicken.
But it's from Iceland.
It has all the added water.
Hey, careful what you say about that.
And soya protein, because apparently that's something you like to promote as well.
Yeah, I love soy protein. It's one of my favourites to eat. That's more recognisable in, corn, for instance.
Yeah.
They use a lot of soy protein. Awesome. Like it's they do some great Scotched eggs.
You sound like, when you say corn, you sound like you're someone saying corn, but with a speech impediment.
Interesting. Something I've noticed recently is certain people pronounce quarter. It's something I never realised up until last year. Quarter, yes.
No, it's quarter.
Yeah, surely it is.
Quarter, as in cauterize.
But certain people on BBC News and the guy who presents The Apprentice at the beginning says $250,000. Quarter. That's not a word. Quarter.
Maybe he finds yous offensive and leaves them out of every word.
Yes, of course.
Right, now I've got to get this thing to work.
Nigel, I want to
cornflakes
hear that.
Put the cornflakes in, Michael. I dare you.
There you go. Can you hear the oven?
Yes. This is brilliant.
There we go. The chickens are now grilling, and I'm going to have some salad while I wait.
Yes. Retro Unlim.
Big fat cucumber.
Yeah. You've got to eat it more seductively than that for our viewership to go up. Right, Retro Unlim says, Iceland, 4 pints of Carlsberg export for £4. Don't
Yes.
remind me.
That was quite awkward, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, Mr. Retro Live drinks all 4 cans and ends up conked out afterwards.
Do we get commission for product placement on this live stream or something? So far, we've mentioned Pepsi Max, Iceland, Virgin Cola.
Well, let me just help you there. I did actually get my cordon bleu for tea tonight from Iceland.
No, I'm not going to let this lie. You wouldn't let it lie, would you?
Yeah, wouldn't let it lie.
I feel something might have happened after last week's special one-off Retro Unlim chit-chat, which I wasn't a part of. After the show went off air, there was an incident. I feel. Am I right?
Possibly, but I don't know if we should talk about it.
No, I think, out of respect to Mr. Retro himself, unless
That's me in my special place.
unless he wants to start the combo, out of respect to him, we won't trash him on air.
No, of course we won't.
Does it
I'm not going to
involve...
like Mr. Retro Unlim. We didn't know what to do with that bit.
Me and Dave were just sat there looking awkward, like, I was like, I got to pee, and I really feel awkward as well at the same time.
We love you, Steve. You know that.
Well, can I ask this? Did it involve llamas?
Yeah, a lot.
Bob Lagers.
Lager llama. Right, I'm going to go back to an early question here. Gaming mistakes. Right, I'm going to put forward my own personal gaming mistake. In about 2001, 2002, I sold my SNES, which was boxed and complete, and it had all the tranklements, etc., and the connections, for £10.
You muppet.
Yes. I regret that to this day, although I did reacquire a SNES subsequently, and a couple of the games that I had. But I still kick myself for selling that, because it worked perfectly, it wasn't yellowed, and it was in near mint condition, which was pretty good for 2001, 2002.
But let me ask,
I can beat that.
or did you have to acquire it for a bit more than that?
Would you put it on layaway?
I'm not sure how much they paid for it, because I got it for Christmas.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I swapped my Japanese Super Famicom for 2 kickboxer punch pads, a wooden sword. In my defence, an absolutely shit hot Pioneer stereo. Because you got to remember, like in 1992, there's no way, not 92, 1994, there's no way I could have afforded one of those stereos that had 6, placements for the discs. And it was a Pioneer, and it was sexy, and I still have that stereo. But at the same time, I still think, but you had a fucking Super Famicom in amazing nick, Bob, all the shit hot games, and I swapped it for that.
When he says
it cost me 75 quid for Street Fighter 2 on that thing.
When he says it was nicked, it literally was stolen. He's saying.
Yes.
Speaking of stolen, I swapped my Atari ST for a mountain bike, and then 2 days later. Eh?
What, for a man to buy?
For a mountain. I swapped my Atari ST for a mountain bike.
There we go.
That would have been convenient though, because you could have walked there and ridden home.
I don't know about you guys, but I understood
2
what
days
he was
later,
saying.
I got mugged, and that bike got took off me.
Oh. So did you go and steal back your Atari?
And when you went to
No.
steal it back, you noticed that the bike was at that house.
Yeah. No.
I would like a Super Famicom, but because I'd have to not buy one that's nicotined, they're quite pricey, aren't they? Plus, also, actually, I heard that you can't really truly 100% reverse the yellowing on them, so you would have to buy a decent one and leave it directly out the sun.
Maybe you could just use that stuff they used to bleach Richard Hammond's teeth.
I would eat through it. It would come out looking like a crystal N64.
Wait a minute. Shock 16 has added me back.
More peppers.
Thank you, Shock.
Well, Shock 16 is in demand this evening because we have had another hashtag Are You Live on Twitter. Shock 16.
Got your bike shocks, hashtag.
Selling it at cash converters shops, hashtag.
At Shocks 16 says, "Look, Mum, I'm on the Retro Unlim live stream. Started from the bottom. Look at me now." And that's hashtag letter U live. Do it now. Sounds more like Stallone, actually.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something nice for people. If you're a fan of Pokemon X and Y, I'm going to give you guys a chance to grab a very lovely limited edition Genesect from me. I'll basically trade it to you, of course, by giving you my Nintendo 3DS friend code. And all you have to do is leave the best comment on your gaming mistakes. And go.
They're piling in right now.
There you go. Leave it on.
Serve
Hashtag
fresh.
Are You Live or in the live stream comments. Do it now.
And you'll get a nice limited edition Genesect.
Yes.
Genesis?
No, Genesect from Pokemon.
Yeah, Genesis.
Well, I'll be honest, mate, I'd rather have a Genesis.
You can get a Genesis with Pokemon on it.
If
Get
it's
a
not
Phil Collins Pokemon.
To be fair, I don't really need one, as I already have one.
Sing Another Day in Paradise, like a Jigglypuff.
Collins!
How did Phil Collins make a music career? I don't understand why he was so loved and all this shit. Because you've actually stopped to listen to him sing. Oh wait, that's a contradiction in terms. He cannot actually sing.
Well, wasn't he not?
He just kind of Cockney market stalls it.
Yeah, but he was not a singer in the first place.
Yeah, he was a drummer.
Yeah, he should have just sat in the back and drummed or fucked off.
Can I quote you?
Although I did like his work in Buster.
I liked his work in South Park.
Oh, when he's the ski hill.
Yes.
I liked his video with the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
That is a quality music video.
Check that out. He got his arse handed to him by the Ultimate Warrior.
Huh, I'm going to look this up.
Look it up, man. It is actually, yeah.
I was just eating my pen there.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to be a dick and basically plug something. 8 p.m. tonight, EST. So that's basically 1 a.m. GMT. Go and check out Slamcast. It's a show created by John Latimer and basically Chris Shanked, and it never got off the ground. So now we're doing it again, and we retooled it, rebooted it with Brandon Ligon and Clint Davis, and they have loads of wrestlers and stuff on there as well.
Oh really? I didn't know about this because
John
didn't plug it on the previous show. He should have.
Yeah.
This show is all about plugs.
So I decided, you know what?
Screw it.
What?
Exactly. Well, we're going to have like loads of pro wrestlers from the past and also independent federations and stuff coming on the show, phoning in. So make sure, guys, that you check it out. It's going to be great. And you know, especially with you've got the untapped talent of Clint Davis and Brandon Ligon sitting there shooting their mouths off as well about wrestling and other stuff. So check it out. It's going to be cool. And we also do things. We stick to independents as well. So we do independents, Ring of Honor, TNA, WWE, all that stuff.
Cool. So where can we find this show?
On the Retro Unlim network, of course. blogtalkradio.com/Retro Unlim network.
Ladies and gentlemen, go and check that out. And also, check out this picture of Phil Collins with the Ultimate Warrior.
That's the first time I've actually seen the Ultimate Warrior smile.
That's because to get him to smile, right, you have to force all the air out to his head, and then you keep it trapped there by tying those things on his arms really tight. I always thought it looked like they were really painful.
You
I used to think there was the shoelaces at a bar with roller skates.
Well, guys, I'm not a huge wrestling fan, so could you clarify which one's the Ultimate Warrior for me?
No, it's the bloke on the right with no hair. You can tell clearly by his chiseled physique.
Yeah, it's the guy with all the hair on his chest and basically.
Oh, cool.
That's
right.
You see, it feels like a Blackadder moment. You know, he looks like he's going and he's just going to punch him in the face.
Well, Phil Collins may be a terrible singer, but if you tell that to his face, he will punch you.
No, I was talking about Ultimate Warrior's got the Blackadder look like, you know, slap.
Isn't Collins like shorter than me?
Is he?
Hmm.
Well, he is now. He's
Guess
dead.
what? We've got a surprise for you.
Here tonight. Back from the dead.
Were we supposed to have a special
I
guest
was talking about Phil Collins, actually, yeah.
Yes,
On this 10:30 stream, we're supposed to have a live guest. I wonder where he is.
that's correct. Because we may be waiting for him because he is in a different time zone.
Well, tell him to get his fucking sexy ass on here. This man is sexier than me.
And that takes some beating.
It does take some being.
No, I
Ladies
was
and
quoting
gentlemen.
TV as something really cool.
Me, I'm the sexiest man in radio, and as Dave said, I could probably bench press him with my big bicep there. That's probably bigger than him. And the fact that I'm the sexiest
I don't recall saying that.
sexiest man. He's the sexiest man on YouTube, so he needs to be here.
Yes, he is, of course, Michael, talking about Woodland 37, a.k.a. Carl Watson, who lives in that other time zone of Charlie.
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
I'm now eating a tomato, ladies and gentlemen.
Am I the only person absolutely stunned that Monkey Spaz, what with them being Scottish, hasn't seen The Untouchables? Because it's got content.
He nearly got touched when we were at Play Blackpool.
Don't touch my balls.
He had his
Capone.
Untouchables nearly touched. Up the bum.
I just can't believe. Yeah, he did an Untouchable Spectrum gameplay video, and he said he's never seen the movie. And I was like, but it's got your country's only actor in it. Ewan McGregor.
Speaking of games, you know what gaming mistakes happened today? Nintendo have not delivered my Mario Kart 8, so everyone else gets to enjoy their new shiny copy, where my limited edition, pre-ordered version, my bundle version, has not arrived as of yet.
Oh, well, boo-hoo!
What makes me laugh about that? I mean, it's my fault because I didn't pre-order it. But I thought I'll go and check town, see if they've got it anywhere, and I just saw not like downtown town because it can't be fucked apart and deal with people. It's horrible. But like just like the local game stores, and I was just like, wow, who would have known that I could have gone into a store for a Wii U game and it's actually sold out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because I have a retro roundtable question. Sorry, I had to fit an extra rolling of
Question, not restaurant.
Question. A retro roundtable question.
Great Scott!
I was frozen today.
No, that phrase is banned from this stream henceforth. Right, here's the question. Seeing as Mario Kart 8 was released today for the Wii U, what was your favourite Mario Kart title and your least favourite?
Double Dash was rubbish, and I still think the original's the best.
Yeah, me too. Mario Kart on the SNES. Least favourite is Mario Kart GP. I think the Namco version's kind of stale, and you play the same track like a million times.
Was that the arcade one?
Yeah, if you see my Let's Play, I've done a Let's Play.
Because that was the only the few. Well, I won't mean it's bad, because let's be honest, any Nintendo games usually got fan service and enough reward in it for those of us who bought a Wii U, get a chance to scrape the dust off. But I've never played it, but a few people have kind of. I mean, I don't take journalists too seriously because some people who play games for a living or review it for magazines pick it apart like they're performing surgery on someone.
Of course.
And it's they're going, oh, it feels more like the arcade series than it does. Which to me was like, well, I don't know. Well, I've only seen a few reviews of it, and I thought it looks absolutely shiny and fantastic, and I'm really annoyed that I'm not.
Mario Kart 8. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mario Kart 8, it has taken, but saying that, for Mario Kart Wii, they've taken some of the arcade elements of it as well. But it's nice. I would like a nice, shiny, and polished Mario Kart and something that looks sexy.
Just an HD Mario Kart, it's nice.
And you know what? And I will have to say about Dave. I liked Double Dash, and the reason was they actually strayed away from the norm. You had two characters in the kart instead of one. You had two characters playing around the kart. It wasn't amazing, but it was very innovative.
No, it was, but then the part of the reason I didn't like it was me doing that. I fear change. I fear the future.
I see. And robots are going to be our overlords eventually.
They are.
So you say you can have two characters in one kart, so that's more like the wacky races then, isn't it?
It was very wacky. I enjoyed it.
Was there an extra lane that you could only go in when you had the extra person?
No. Carpool! You win! The funny thing about it was you could utilise them, like, say if you've got Mario at the front, Yoshi at the back, you could throw an object using Mario and then turn, Yoshi takes over the car and then throw the object using Yoshi. And it was pretty good, very innovative in terms of the way. And the funny thing is, if your car got knocked over, your other character would be hanging off the back, flailing with his knees scraping against the floor, which I found hilarious.
Doing an Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, I quite like Double Dash. It was alright. But yeah, Super Mario Kart, yeah, definitely for me.
Mario Kart 64 is pretty tasty too.
You know the funniest thing as well, I played nearly every version of Mario Kart known to man at Play Blackpool. I started with Mario Kart on the SNES, then I played the N64 version, then I had a whirl on Double Dash, and thanks to Steve Benway, shout out to Steve, hey mate, I played the Mario Kart 7, which I never got my hands on.
Mario Kart 7 is brilliant.
3DS, and I have not played that game as of yet.
So you did the full Mario Kart set at Play Blackpool.
Did the full tour.
And actually, there is a small clip of Michael playing Mario Kart 7 on Benway's Wii. DS. Sorry, it's not a Wii, is it? Jeez, I'm getting my Nintendo.
And he's the only person who actually effectively uses the 3D on his 3DS.
I can't use it though.
He basically what he does, he tilts his screen, and puts the 3D on, and literally has it so that you're standing with the 3DS sort of adjacent to your face. It's pretty good. I was playing it, I was like, my eyes have actually focused into 3D and I can use it. Wow.
Wait a minute.
I want to see if it kills the stream if I turn it into 3D.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's have a look.
Give the whole Benway experience, I think.
I don't know if it's charged actually.
Steve, what you should do if you're watching the stream, and you probably are, make sure that you do a tutorial on that, because a lot of people get raging headaches from this 3D system.
Yeah, but I think that's just because I got dull vision in one eye.
No, I've got basically I get headaches from 3D when I went to watch X-Men Origins. Well, not X-Men Origins. Days of Future Past. I literally had to take my glasses off every about 10 minutes because I was getting raging headaches. And when I was playing the 3DS, I was fine. I was happily playing Mario Kart 7 without any issues. So he's the only person who actually showed me how to do that properly, and I still do that now with my 3DS.
See, Benway is the master in more than one sense.
He is, and you know, he was also. If most of you haven't checked it out yet, check my interview with him because it was a great interview. We had so much fun together, and he got me a ton of subscribers from that as well.
Oh,
Sorry, hang on.
I'm jealous.
Health and safety. I don't worry about. Turn the music off. No, aliens are invading my face. Right, where's the volume? There we go. Volume by. Right, hang on. Stick the camera on.
Video code 7.
Then I'm going to go into 3D. Does it do anything weird? No. Does
Does nothing.
Off.
Oh, hold on.
It does. You can see it flickering.
Off. On. It looks better on the camera. This might be the way I should play it so I don't get a headache.
As I said, you just tilt the screen, hold it down, like so. You've got the second screen down like that, and just tilt it slightly, and it actually works. I do it with my 3DS all the time now. When I'm playing my games.
Huh.
And that reminds me, I haven't played that one in ages. They're probably going to be really pissed.
Huh. Well, to bring us back to the original question, which is your favourite and which is your worst Mario Kart? Well, I've only ever played one, which is Super Mario Kart, and I can't really put that in the worst pile because it's absolutely fantastic. In fact, just last night I was watching a YouTube video of a SNES online tournament GP race between two of the best Super Mario Kart players in the world. And it is actually interesting watching people who are fantastic at games playing off against each other and thinking, geez, I wish I was that good.
It's funny though, because everyone does have a style. It is kind of like, you know, Ali versus Foreman and stuff. Because two people can be exceptionally good at games, but they will not play them in the same way.
I agree.
Fistful of dollars, you know. Not fistful of dollars, fistful of quarters, because I'm pretty sure Clint Eastwood couldn't play games because they didn't exist. He's that old. The fistful of quarters proves that, with the way Steve Weeby plays against the guy with the mullet, Pat Sharp's mullet, look like my haircut, really.
It is a quality hairstyle.
And he makes hot sauce. What a weird combination. I like to think that's how he styles his hair. That's where he gets his kick.
I hope so. Has anybody heard that there's somebody who has done a whole album of Rainbow Road music? It's just different versions of it. There's 18 tracks of every.
Oh no! What's happened?
Of every Rainbow Road from all the games.
Really?
And they've done 3 versions of each: an orchestral version, an electro version, and a chiptune version.
Yeah, I do have. Sorry, go on.
And you could download it for free or pay €4 for it.
And then get charged up the ass by Nintendo when you upload it to YouTube. Well, I have to say that Rainbow Road is probably my favourite tune from the whole game. And you only hear it on. Is it the only tune you hear once on the one track, or is there another exclusive track to one of the other courses that only appears once?
I don't know.
I think there might be. Ah!
Wait a minute.
Gone all Jimmy Savile again. I don't know what's going on with Michael. He's gone all small and in the corner. Oh, and here comes Mario Kart. Oh no!
And he's moving it around.
Pac-Man? It's Pac-Man. Pac-Man in Mario Kart. We've got to be careful here. We might get a copyright strike.
You won't do from this because I've actually tried it on my channel and I haven't still yet to get a copyright strike. So let's give a nice little shout out to Mario Kart GP. I'll tell you what. I'll show you how this game works because it's literally playing the same track over and over. Let's play as Pac-Man.
Pokemon.
Rich?
Yes.
Did Bob Wakelin draw that picture of your child?
He did. He did. He did. He signed it as well.
Move the cursor off the screen, boy.
I do apologise. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. It moves it back.
Let's make sure I've got the there you go.
Does anybody care to do a commentary of this?
Alright, let's have a look.
We'll do one track and go from there. While I check on my chicken as well, of course.
We'll be off the air by the end of this track because Nintendo will have cottoned onto this.
No, again, they don't file claims against this game for some reason. There has been numerous Let's Plays.
Oh,
Is
that
that 'cause it's
stuck right
Namco?
there. He ain't doing shit. What's it go? He has to press the accelerator down, and he's not doing anything whatsoever.
What's going
He's
on?
still in sixth. What's happening? Good God! He's turned
Jensen
into.
button race.
I love how we can make that joke again. We could make it, then we couldn't, then we could make it again.
Right, let's try this again.
Round 2. What happened there?
I don't know. For some reason, I think it's the emulator that's causing the issues.
Is the game
I thought
actually
you were playing it on the real cabinet.
No, my lovely little Dolphin emulator, which allows me to play all my Wii games, my GameCube games, and also I found the Triforce extension.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I missed it. Boop, boop,
Get the speed boost.
boop. And he's not going anywhere either. This is brilliant. This is the most exciting. Wow, there it goes. It's the most exciting race I've ever seen. Can he catch up? Can he catch up? Mario is currently in sixth, and he's going slower than.
You know, the worst thing in the world is the guy known as Justin Berkeley, the guy who does the announcing for this game. He is so annoying.
I can think of an even more annoying Justin.
Right, let's have a look. Woo!
Justin Bailey.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Justin Bailey.
Justin. No, he's not.
Oh,
Justin Lee Collins.
I ever saw
Really annoying
Justin
to
Bieber
I'm now
somewhere.
in 5th place.
The first thing I would say to him is, Justin, time for a slap, and then punch him in the face.
So you're going to do the bait and switch.
Oh, boy. Oh, he's got a poker puffer now. And he's thrown it. What does that do?
He's got a party popper.
A porky puffer.
He's got poppers.
He has got poppers.
A porky puffer.
Makes him turn purple for some reason. I'm in 3rd place.
In 3rd place. Oh, he's caught up really well. I'm quite impressed. What's he going to get now? He's got the same puffy thing as well.
I think you
The
should
way
see
you-
the music from Outrun.
The way you collect items in this game looks like it stole the idea from Stunt Race Effects on the SNES.
Probably.
Look at
This is
that.
developed by Namco Bandai, by the way, ladies and gents. This is not actually a Nintendo
So
product.
is that why people get away with doing gameplays of it then?
Yeah, because it was developed for the Triforce system.
The Triforce system.
I would just like to say Bandai, GoBots, enough said.
It's
How much?
it was their arcade system that they had. It's actually available in the Namco arcade.
What year is it?
This was done in 2008, I believe. GP1 was in 2007, and they've got a new one out called GPDX. But the problem is about this game, the worst thing about it, is if you actually play it on the arcade cabinets, you have to keep popping coins in no matter if you win or lose.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh,
That's probably
no.
because it's Namco. But you buy a game and all the content's on it anyway, but you still have to pay for it to unlock it and pretend to download it when it's on the fucking disc.
It is kind of annoying with that, but you can also put your GameCube.
I was just going to say, like they did with F-Zero.
Yeah, you put your GameCube memory card in there, and you can unlock loads of goodies on Double Dash. So,
Excellent. I think because this is a Namco Bandai game, but the GoBots should be hidden characters in this.
Yes.
should be.
That would be awesome.
Well, you could play Psykill, and you could play that
Psykill.
Ferrari bloke who was clearly ginger.
One of my favourite characters in this game as well is Blinky, you know, the red ghost from Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Alright, is he not the three-eyed fish?
Blinky, Pinky, Icky, and Clyde.
Oh, crap. Got off track there. There you go. I'm still in 1st place at least. And there we go.
And he's
So what I
won.
like about the Pac-Man naming convention for Ghosts.
Go!
Miss Pac-Man completely ruins it. It goes Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, and Sue.
Miss Pac-Man's in this game, wow.
Yes. And the thing is that some of my favourite characters aren't in it, which is the Koopa Trooper.
Can I just
It's
say,
interesting that it's got Donkey Kong, though, isn't it? Because that's
Yeah.
rare.
well, since when was Pac-Man a Nintendo character?
He was the Namco character.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it's developed by with Namco.
Yes. They developed the game and they popped him in there.
No, this feels dirty. The Pac-Man Cup. We can't have this in a Nintendo game. What's going on?
I'll
How
do
does
another level.
Pac-Man wear a cup? He's got no legs.
Right, this shows all the little things that you can use. You've even got one of the germs from Dr. Mario that you can use as an object to throw at people.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Has it got the pills from Dr. Mario?
Oh, awesome! It's nothing like that. Like Pac-Man, I was waiting to see like all the Pac-Man maze sort of thing, but no, same track again.
Waka 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 waka.
This is one of my least
You
favourites.
sound like Mrs. Doyle. Go on, go on, go on, go on.
This is one of my least favourite tracks because it is literally copy and paste. As you can see, the second track is the same as the first.
What's that about?
Got the jam!
What does it do?
Let's see what it does. Right. Does it make him go purple like the other one? Here we go. It hit Toad. What's Toad doing? Is Toad drunk?
You've got a boa now.
He's turned into Bowie now.
Oh, he's got a germ. So I mean, technically, you're committing germ warfare. I thought that was illegal.
Oh, yay! I'm in a Pac-Man situation. It's actually cooler than Rainbow Road.
Couldn't you argue, Mike, that that's technically dinner? I'm in a Pac-Man type situation.
Yeah, that is. And speaking of my chicken steaks, I've kind of burnt them a little bit because I've been focused on this game. But they're fine. They're still edible. I can still eat them and enjoy.
Those ghosts' background graphics, or they kill you?
Whee! Oh look, you've got the balls at the top there as well. You can play with Pac-Man's balls.
Excellent. I think Manny Pacquiao should be in this game. That'd be great.
There's this little thing. It looks like a remote. It's got like a timer on it. I don't know what that does. Oh,
Mike Tyson, an unlockable character.
That would be awesome. You bite your ear off. And you know the one thing that this game can do as well, you can actually shove and punch everybody else on the track. So if I don't have an item, oh, Luigi, you bastard!
It's like a modern-day version of Road Rash then, with Nintendo characters.
Yeah, it literally is. As I said, it's got fun elements to it. There's a few
It
things
doesn't feel like a true Mario Kart game.
No, it doesn't. It truly doesn't. It has the characters in it.
It reminds me of Power Drift.
You know, it doesn't even look like a Mario Kart game.
It's a bit too shiny.
Yes.
But again, it's as I said, it's fun. If you can download the Dolphin emulator and download the
Just a massive bag of wind today, aren't you, Richard?
I would say to anybody, play it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's alright.
It's actually a better experience if you're playing it on the arcade. Ooh, frig tax! I've got tax, so I can basically burst someone's
I was
tire.
just going to say, when was tax a good thing? But I've realised he said dumb tax.
Yeah. HMRC phoned him.
I've got free tax. Who are you, Gary Barlow?
I love the fact because you know the Prime Minister, you're allowed to basically get away with freaking not actually paying your taxes.
Retro Unlim says Pac-Man is in the arcade version of Mario Kart 2.
Is it?
According
no,
to
he meant the
Retro
character.
Unlim.
I thought he meant the game was hidden.
What do you mean Mario Kart 2 as in the... you mean this? Because this is Mario Kart 2.
I really don't know.
Yeah, it's probably this game.
They did two of these, didn't they? Mario Kart.
I did three of them.
Remember the board game where the ghosts look like the tops from the shops?
I have both. I have Mario Kart GP and GP2. They haven't managed to port DX onto this yet, which is the one that I want to play, which is available in Japan, I believe. But the kart system, the arcade cabinet actually looks kind of cool, Yak. If you can bring it up on the on a
I've seen it, yeah.
It's got a nice little steering wheel. It's got a pedal that you can use.
And it's got an absolutely amazing booming sound system.
Yes, and it's it's got some really good effects. If I could basically keep playing it, I wouldn't have an issue. But the fact you have to keep popping in coins
That's so scummy.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, you've won. Now put more money in. What?
Cheeky bastards.
But they do also give you the option to
Cheeky
save.
Bastard was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
They don't give you the option to destroy the machine.
You cheeky bastard. Sorry.
You have an option to sort of save the game as well on your GameCube card, your memory card. So you can actually save the game, come back to the machine, and then go from where you started off. Now, what I'm going to do with the simulator, I'm just going to save my state.
Well, there is a picture of said arcade cabinet.
That does look nice.
They should bring one of those to Play Expo.
You should bring one to my fucking house.
There's one of those in Western Superman
Is there?
on the pier.
Ooh, oh what? So presumably it was burned then.
Possibly.
Right, well, Michael, is your meal complete yet?
It is. I'm going to get it out now.
It's letting it get cold. For the purpose of gameplay, that's commitment.
There we go. That's the chicken grill steaks there. All done. It lightly burned because I left it in a bit.
But that's just flame grilled.
And the reason being is because I was playing a bit too much Mario Kart GP. It's addictive. The game is highly addictive.
Do you know what else is highly addictive? And I'm going to get one now.
It's worth burning your chicken for. And that's not a euphemism. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Leave the pan to cool, and then I'm going to take all the foil. There you go.
Michael, you do realise I'm going to chop this out and put this up as a separate video, Cooking with Michael Verheim.
You should do, because it's amazing. My Dreamcast one that you guys did was hilarious. And people migrated over. That was the Dreamcast 2.
Yes, I believe that now has topped 1,000 views.
There we go.
I can check right now. Right now.
I think it's just based solely on the comment of the Dreamcast 2 made me pregnant. And speaking of making things pregnant, I need to actually put some power onto this laptop because it's going to die in a second, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to end up leaving you too soon.
I can reveal since... Hold on a minute, I'll get the date. Since the 9th of March 2014, the Dreamcast 2 video on the Retro Unlim channel has 1,081 views, 14 thumbs up, and 7 thumbs down.
Oh, poor people. Those 7 people actually wanted a Dreamcast 2. Oh.
Yeah, pissy, isn't it?
They don't have any sense of irony in that, do they?
I think somebody from a forum must have stumbled onto it and posted it. You used to be able to check statistics for any public video to see where people were coming from.
You can still do it.
Yes, but unfortunately...
You have to have Mr. Retro Unlim check the channel, though.
Yes, well, I do have the login details, but I cannot be bothered logging in right now.
Oh.
But I can tell you this has driven 1 new subscriber every month, apparently. Yes, thank you.
There you go, ladies and gents. We got ourselves some new subscribers thanks to the massive talent of Michael Burhan. If his ego wasn't big enough, it is now. I can actually tell you guys about my highest ranking video on my YouTube channel, believe it or not, is over 34,000. No, it's 10,000 views, and it's my Anita Sarkeesian vid.
Let's have a look at that.
People like it when I bash people, and not in the sexy sense.
Well, this is a good question, actually. What is everybody's most views video?
Mine is my interview with Jake the Snake Roberts in 2001, which has an amazing amount of 339. And then the one after that is the very first 90s video game dude video, which is 231.
Oh. Everybody, give him more views.
You're extremely underrated, I think.
Yes, I am.
Well, Michael's video has, this is the Anita Sarkeesian, has no idea about gaming video. 9,801 views and 99 thumbs up. So go and give it the 100th thumbs up if you feel so inclined.
For a free dinner set. I'm just giving them away.
How many of these dinner sets do you have, sir?
I have 12.
Well, I'm going to look up...
Wait, order it now and we're throwing a free cocktail spoon.
And a free picture of Dave's knob.
Oh,
You're in my wardrobe, aren't you?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Right. Photos of him when he doesn't even realise.
Ah, yes, indeed, you are correct, Rich.
I thought you were going to say, yes, you are correct, Michael. You do have pictures of Dave when you didn't realise.
Yes, that too. But, Rich,
Yes.
the Jake the Snake Roberts interview from 2001 has exactly 339 views and 5 thumbs up. No, 6, because I've just given it a thumbs up without watching, which you should not do, ladies and gentlemen.
My old channel, which we did a show called The Shory Show about 4 or 5 years ago, one of those has got, I think that's also about 6,000 views now, but no one's ever commented on it, which I found really weird. And there's I don't even think there's about a couple of thumbs down on it. But I think it's because the picture, which is on the video, is of Soundwave in front of Castle Grayskull. So I think that's why people...
A good thumbnail does go a long way.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
and then people get really disappointed with it because it's shit.
My second highest video actually is the movie file Justice League Flashpoint Paradox review, which was terrible. It was poorly edited, poorly done, and people could hardly hear me in the background. And one of the comments was, "Dude, you need to shave."
What an impressive comment. Well,
referring to my hairy body at one point.
my favourite comment on my 10 things that piss me off about modern life video was someone said, "People, don't you know? People don't like negative things. You whine too much." So I left a bit of a dickish comment back with her as well. Apparently, looking at the number of views and thumbs up, they do.
That reminded me, I need to finish my Ghostbusters Let's Plays. Just realised I haven't finished them.
Do an Ghostbuster special. Well, Dave, I can tell you, your most popular video, i.e. the one that's got the most views, is N64 Expansion Pack Game Graphic Comparisons. This has 3,795 views as of the 23rd of October 2013, and 107 thumbs up. There you go.
What's funny is, I have no idea where that came out of nowhere. It was just like one of those, if you ever bother to check stats and stuff, I hardly ever do, but sometimes when you do, it's quite interesting to see what, in the long run, keeps getting views, if you know what I mean. Because the subject matter's not currently relevant, if you know what I mean.
You know what, I posted my Nina Sarkeesian video 6 months before it blew up, and the video itself literally had probably about 100, 200 views. That was it. And suddenly, just an influx of people went over to the video. And dare I say, it did get a lot of flagging by the feminists who were like, "You shouldn't talk like way about her." I was like, "No, don't fucking watch the video." But a lot of people gave me a lot of praise for coming out and speaking up on that. So it was a nice video. I think I don't know what the hell happened. I think it was completely...
I thought it really brought out the colour in your eyes.
Probably is the colour in my eyes. And my, devilishly good looks as well. What about Shocks? Shocks, how many views have you got for a video? What's your biggest video?
I think my biggest one of the views would be my 7 things we say in Nottingham, which was a video response to Lawn Boy's post.
Oh.
And I think
thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks for explaining to me what a cop was.
I think has it got about close to 20,000 views?
Yes, according to this statistic, 7,285 views and 144 thumbs up.
Oh, alright.
Pretty good.
It's got more than mine.
That's good. Nottingham is the world's greatest city.
Bristol. Well, I find that funny. Where you actually live will determine how popular a video is. Oh, not fucking fun that. That twat's from Bristol. Last time I went there, they used wheels.
It was actually quite funny. One of the reasons, apparently, there's a theory that the reason why PewDiePie is so popular was because he migrated to different countries. The guy has moved literally 4 times, and always to a different part of Europe.
How many views did it say? I don't know, not a single one.
What, PewDiePie?
On my Nottingham one, how many views did it say?
17,285.
Fucking hell.
Mhm.
I thought you said 7,000.
17.
I like that. What a beloved part of the country you live in.
Yeah. I think there's just a lot of people on YouTube from the Midlands.
Imagine how much. Oh, was it 7 things we say in the West?
7 things.
7 things we steal in the West. Sorry, No West. Don't hit me in the face.
Oh dear, I can feel a response video to the response video.
When I said 7 things we steal in No West, I had massive car horn just went off outside. Yeah, I can hear you thinking about
Well, would you like to know what my most popular video is?
Yes, of course.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, I'm actually interested to know this because it is my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire UK review on the PlayStation. That's got 22,409 views, but it's only had 16 thumbs up, so people are accidentally stumbling across it, I think.
Looking for probably looking for that bloke who's friends in the audience coughing.
Is it one of the tags is Who Wants to Cheat Out, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Or 7 ways to be successful, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Tequin Whittock.
One of the tags. These knives are so good they can cut through a shoe.
Well, really, if that's all you have to do, put the correct tags in, then I've been doing the wrong thing. Yeah.
Usually is.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, someone had their channel shut down because they were inappropriately titling and tagging their videos with stuff that wasn't part of the video. And Google shut it down, believe it or not.
Oh my God, Google did something right for once.
Mm.
Didn't they shut somebody down for putting women in bikinis on the thumbnails as well, didn't they?
Yeah, that's the Philip DeFranco experience there, because Philip DeFranco usually does that.
I'm gonna look him up. Ah.
And shout out to him, he's just had a little one. Mm.
He has a picture of a monkey wearing glasses as his avatar.
His logo.
He has 3 million subscribers.
3 million.
Or simply because of his avatar, he's just got one more.
He started doing vlogs, and he just got really popular from his political views and stuff. And he's one of those hardcore YouTubers in a sense, because he always goes to the YouTube meetup events and tries to find ways to make social media more effective and stuff. But he's like, as I said, he's one of those guys who can actually live off of YouTube.
I wonder how much he makes.
Well, it's funny you should ask because
He's here tonight.
Probably 7 figures, because now he's focused on HD cameras and he's using green screen for most of his backgrounds.
I wonder if the big YouTubers actually have different contracts. They actually speak to YouTube and say, look, I'm this big huge thing, I want 75% or some huge cut of whatever they get
I think they get the same as everybody else, but they probably do get preferential treatment, like having their videos posted on the main page and stuff like that.
Oh, I forgot completely there was a YouTube homepage. Yeah. But now you mention it, when I'm signed out, I always get the same blasted videos from PewDiePie. I'm not going to click on them. YouTube, let this be a lesson to you. Just because you put it there.
Channels.
Does anybody actually watch PewDiePie? Like, in this stream, does any of you watch it?
I'm not saying anything bad about him, I just never ever watched one of his videos. I don't even know what they would be about.
It's basically just him gameplay and stuff and making weird noises while he does it.
He just sort of plays horror games, doesn't he, and screams a bit.
I'm concerned that I'm becoming more like him recently.
He's basically at most I would say a less talented version of Tobuscus.
I don't know who he is either.
I'm not a fan of Tobuscus anyway, but
He has more subscribers though. Subscribers are everything. 2 fingers up to you.
Do you know what I've noticed though? One of the observations are those people who have a YouTube channel. You know, like the small guy. Just what people I've talked to. I mean, there are some big channels everyone watches simply because it's got stuff on that you want to see. But generally, I find if you have a YouTube channel or someone makes videos themselves, either however unpolished or whatever they are, because they make videos themselves, generally the people they watch are more so people in their group, if you know what I mean, which is other smaller channels.
Yeah.
Could be entirely wrong. That's just my 2 pence. You know what really grinds my gears?
2 pence pieces.
Can't find the droids you're looking for.
Just throw them down wells and stuff. Yes.
I'm sitting here with my wife beater on, eating tomatoes and chicken.
Well, somehow we've got onto talking about YouTubers again. This always happens. But we have some predetermined content here, which I've forgotten all about because I was falling asleep mostly there. It's not your fault, by the way. Right, here we go. You're going to like this, Dave.
Am I? Not a lot. Sorry.
Yes, a lot. Reasons why Back to the Future 2 predicted the future correctly. And, if I can get the pictures up here, this will be interesting. Okay. Number 1, they predicted handless/wireless video games. And you'll have to speak among yourself while I try and get the picture up.
They also predicted 3D.
Which bit did they predict handless? What bit in the movie is that?
I'm trying to get some pictures of these.
Do you mean tablets? It predicted like tablets, didn't it?
It's when they're playing Wild Gunman. He says, "Oh, you have to use your hands."
Oh yeah, that's a baby's toy. Many years from now, I'll be in Lord of the Rings. It is. It's
yeah, because that was Elijah Wood, weren't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but he's shooting someone with a
I
gun.
still think when that kid goes, oh, you just use your hands, Michael J. Fox just turn around and slap the kid and go, yeah, just like that. Looks like he's about to blow the kid's head off.
That was in the social services cut of Back to the Future 2.
Yeah. What's the matter, McFly? You chicken? Don't call me chicken, bloke. Are going to be in the movie Dragon.
Well, another thing that Back to the Future 2 correctly predicted was obsessions with 3D movies and sequels.
Shark still looks fake.
Yes, we've got the Jaws 3D scene here.
I want that hat. The cheapest version I found of that hat is $19.99. Because it used to be really, really expensive.
Well, it's literally from 1999. The
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, Prince has currently got it.
When doves cry.
When doves cry.
Has anybody seen Jaws 3D?
Yeah.
I've seen Jaws 3D, but not in 3D. It was on like TV2 of a few months ago.
Yes, I think I watched it too.
I like the bit at the end where the shark's mouth is so big it's just got all that random crap in it where he pulls spoilers, pulls the grenade out.
Oh no, he spilled it all!
It's like, well, I mean, I was half expecting to go beep, 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 and someone backed a car in. It was that big.
And when he blows it up and all that, the eyes and teeth and stuff fly towards the camera.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, and then Baker's Hilly nicked that effect for Freddy's Dead, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in Freddy's Dead, if you look hard enough, you can actually see eyes from Jaws recycled. It was cool though. Maybe if you think about it though, and as a kid you were easier scared. But the whole claustrophobic bit when they're in SeaWorld and it starts to leak and shit, that was kind of cool. The sharks are hitting the hitting the water. I remember on the back of shredded wheat boxes at the time, they had black and white pictures with 3D effect. You know when they used to do the green and the red.
Yeah.
You got a free fucking set of glasses in there. And yeah, and it was like that was an amazing promo. If you buy shredded wheat, you get a black and white picture of a shark on the back with red and green lines, and it'll look 3D. Even as a kid, I went, no, it doesn't. It just looks like a black and white picture of a shark with red and green lines on it. I think actually, little Dave just went, shark still looks fake.
Yeah, they actually did that for the Freddy 3D as well, the 3D Freddy.
Oh,
When
Freddie,
that came out,
Freddie Mercury.
the Freddy's Dead, whatever it was.
Damn.
That was a 3D.
That was really bad timing actually, because they released that not long after Freddie Mercury died, didn't they?
Do you remember? Do you think that's the reason it failed?
Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare.
Do you remember there was
Too soon.
there was a brilliant bit in there though when Johnny Depp recreates his "This is your brain frying in acid." Remember that? Like the public commercial thing in the States about drugs, and he just goes, "This is your brain frying in acid," and then Freddy Krueger just hit him in the face with a frying pan.
This is your brain on drugs.
And that was actually Johnny Depp, weren't it?
Yeah. Because it was a little nod to the fact that it was in the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was his first film, wasn't it?
I think so.
Was it? Yeah, that was before Platoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, his first film was Yak's Gone Wild,
Yeah.
which is one of Dave's favourites, which he lends me every week. Yes. Well, someone also mentioned that Back to the Future 2 also predicted handheld tablet computers, and here is a scene to prove that.
Oh, it's the shop bit with the woman, isn't it?
It's where he's trying to get him to sign a petition, isn't
Oh,
it?
that, yeah, oh, yeah.
He hands him the tablet or something.
Hobbs, what?
Now, isn't that high tech? One day I will own one of those.
It also predicted that DeLoreans aren't reliable unless you replace them with, non-factory parts.
I think one of the others wanted like video calls or something like that. They predicted.
Yeah. Well, he goes in and just his son just goes in and just calls up loads of random things. It's like, and one of them's called the Scenery Channel.
Yeah, that's one thing it predicted, weren't it? Multiple channels of the same
And the
screen or
bloke
something
who's
like that.
replaced Crispin Glover, he keeps combing his comb over ever, even though he's upside down. Oh, how did you do? Out on the golf course again. Oh boy, Mum, you can sure rehydrate a pizza.
There you go. There's the scene. Video conferencing.
There you go.
No wheel goes on, McFly. Hoverboards don't work on water unless you got power. Keep it out of the pit bull. You know what? Free. I prefer Free 2 too, but there's no denying it. 2's still a great movie. And it's endlessly quotable.
Oh, yeah, I think my favourite's 2. It's basically 1, but without a bit.
No, it's like 1,
Yeah.
but not as good.
I was
Sorry,
prepared
Winter
to.
Tops. And also, as you know, I simply just absolutely adore my lovely little DeLorean.
He loved it so much, he bought a small-scale model of one.
I bought the company.
Yes.
And then the US government set me up with a cocaine deal. And then I lost DeLorean.
And then I've got loads of tax breaks.
And then I was frozen today.
No, you're bad. Right, no. Right. It
Oh,
also,
I'd love a pair of Air McFlys.
yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
This was quite good. There was a prop company that was allowed to make them because they retained the patent or the license from Nike to make them for the movie. So they retained it, so they sold them, but they were like 500 quid. And so what I thought was kind of cool, Nike got together with Michael J. Fox for a Parkinson's disease charity, and they made a limited edition. Was it like literally only 500 of them, and they auctioned them off to the highest bidder. And gave all the money to charity, and it was literally like movie stars were bidding for them and stuff, and like they got
Yeah,
like,
didn't
loads.
Tiny Temper buy a pair?
Yeah,
Well, he bought those shoes as well. The auto-lacing shoe.
your jacket is dry.
I don't
Yeah,
think they were actually auto lacing though. I think
No, they weren't.
Normal laces, but same style, weren't they?
Hasn't somebody painted that now, though? Somebody says that they have painted the technology to make self-tying shoes.
Well, let's be honest. Don't you remember the Puma discs?
Oh, God!
They were clearly inspired by that movie.
Why don't you just buy pumps that you don't have to tie?
Puma disc was shit for playing football in, because as soon as you volleyed the ball, your disc
If
just
pumps
broke on
is
it.
another American word for sneaker, then what does that make Reebok pumps? Is it Reebok pumps?
I'm talking about blue soles. Pumps
Reebok
are blue
sneakers.
soles. You wear them for PE in school.
Those
I still
things
have,
are
and I still
crap.
find them online to buy because they're really cheap on eBay. Because they're my favorite, most comfortable shoe ever. The Reebok pumps that they made about 3 years ago, they're actually track shoes. And they're like mesh, and you would think they're really nice in summer because they're mesh, and you would think like they're the weakest shoes ever. Oh, there's no way they're going to survive, and they're the hardest wearing pair of shoes I've ever owned. I think it's because 1/3 of the bottom of it is absolutely solid fiberglass. See if you can find a picture of the Reebok pump track shoes, Harry.
Okay, it sounds like a challenge.
Wow, you
What's
can
the
buy
worst pair of shoes you've ever had?
Sorry,
Puma discs.
What's the
on,
worst pair of shoes you've ever had?
I had a pair of British Knights, and it took me a year to work out because I didn't wear them all the time. It took me a year to work out that they were the shoes that gave me massive static shocks. I don't know why. It was just shoe. It got to the point where I was scared getting out of my car, scared going up to my house, going like, it's gonna hurt. And every time I got my keys and stuck it in the front door, I got I'm really prone to them. I got a massive electric shock. And then one day it dawned on me that it was those shoes, so I put them out.
Why
I
do
had a
they
pair
make...
of the Reebok shoes. They were one of my most comfortable shoes. You know the shoes Brandon Lee wears in Rapid Fire. And this is the reason I bought them as a kid, just because, oh, Brandon's got one like Brandon Lee, and I'm like, Bruce Lee, I want your shoes.
I like that this shoe comes with a user manual.
It comes with an air wrench.
Yeah.
But no, I
That's a
had
blowtorch.
box, like, they weren't boxer boots, they were like weird cross gym shoe trainer things. They had the 2 Velcro straps at the top around the ankle. Oh, shoes in the early 90s and late 80s were amazing. Now they're all crap and boring.
Boo! Bootanoo shoes!
Yeah. That's a t-shirt logo right there.
Bootanoo shoes.
What was you going to say about Puma disc, mate?
And you can get them on eBay. You can get them for like between £60 and £90.
Are these original then? They're just old
Yeah.
ones. I imagine there's quite a lot of stock still left.
Yeah, all sorts of different colours, shapes, and sizes, like condoms. Great. You can get ribbed ones, ribbed Puma discs for her pleasure.
Can you get ones that fail? But then they've got it's funny, there's a place in Bristol called the Fruit Market because they sell fruit on a Sunday. They also they've got those Nike Air Maxes, but the ones where the window goes all the way around the back of the heel.
I used to like the.
Yeah, they're £25, right, and they're bootlegs. But this is what makes me laugh. It's like, Nike, pay attention to this, because I go and buy a pair of them every time mine wear out, and they take a year to wear out because they're bootlegs, but they're better built than the Nike ones.
I used to like those bootleg air sole trainers, which were just basically clear plastic in the sole.
Yeah. Just like solid plastic. Really.
Yeah, just
I had
solid
a
plastic.
pair of Air Maxes that had a hole in the back, and when I walked and it was wet, it would suck in the water and suck it back out, and it makes squelchy noises when I walked. I mean, you could hear it. I'm not being gross. It sounded like this. And the only reason I kept them was everyone was like, "Dude, your shoes, just fucking throw them out." And I'm like, "No, because they annoy you, so I'm keeping them."
You remember the LA Gear lights where you'd step and they used to flash?
Yeah.
Two little LED lights in the sole.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
I wonder how many drunken people, at night, walking home, pissed out of their heads, saw someone walking across the street with those on their feet in the pitch black and actually thought they saw an alien.
Oh, I was in.
You won't believe what I saw around from the pub. There's two crap. First one was red and the second one was green, and they were blinking.
I was at a game shop the other day, right, and there was this kid walks by in the most annoying shoes. Every time she took a step, it squeaked. They had a little squeaker in the sole. So this kid walking around like fucking clown shoes, like,
oh, that would drive me nuts.
It's like, oh, who the fuck invented them?
I tell you what would be cool though, shoes, right, that you put an SD card in, because bear with me, they got a little speaker and you download sound effects for them to make when you put your foot on the floor. You could have the Walker from Star Wars. Oh, brilliant. You could have T-Rex feet.
Yes.
You could have Hulk hands.
Oh, I would have a tune. I would have a tune.
You could have your own theme music.
Yeah, Peter Griffin's theme music. Man.
I'd have the Michael Jackson, like, Billie Jean background tune. Goes,
I'd have Katrina in the waves.
Shamal, and my right shoe go hee hee.
People just walking around looking at me going, what the fuck is that noise come from?
You feel proper fucking gangster though, in there, wouldn't
You know
you?
what'd be brilliant, right? You get you and 5 of your mates to get. I'll make these shoes now, someone. You and 5 of your mates to get the shoes, but each one of you puts on your shoes as the sound effect. The marching noise of 2,500 soldiers. And then when all of you walk down the street, people, when they don't look around, will think they're being invaded.
You just have to plug your iPod in, and then if you you go out on the pull and you get turned down by a girl, you just put the end Hawk theme. Just walking away.
The Incredible Hulk theme from the TV show.
I'd have Schnick. Oh, you could have half a transform robot on one and half a transformation of a robot on the other one.
I'd have Katrina in the waves on mine. I'm walking on sunshine.
I'd have Surfing Bird. Oh, now I'm upset. I'm a little bit sad because these shoes don't exist.
We can make them happen.
I want them to exist now.
I had such big plans for them.
Kickstarter! Kickstarter!
Kickstarter.
Let's do it.
Come on, Nike.
Let's put together a prototype. Just get an old cassette recorder and some old trainers.
Airboys Post.
We could do it because you know what would happen though. My little boy, if he got a pair of those trainers, would probably end up playing a Sonic theme tune for the whole time.
Oh, Mario jumping noises. No, you want Mario jumping noises.
Yeah.
He drained the battery in his Sonic MP3 player by playing that song consecutively.
Well, to be fair, it is a fantastic tune.
It is, but literally every kid went around and was like, "Can you play something else?" No. Rolling around at the speed of sound everywhere.
You could have those. You could have the sneaky music, like bum 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 bum.
I think with my shoe idea though, if you're not careful, because you know with great power comes great responsibility. If you're not careful with my shoe idea, you'll get a copyright strike.
Yes. Nintendo do walk around and check this stuff, you know. Shigeru Miyamoto on the street chasing you.
You know what you could do as well? You could have the shoes and You'll be like, put the mayo through, and you go, do, 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 do.
I
Oh,
want
it's
to
like
get on
that.
a copyright strike for using my theme tune.
It's like that scene out of Big.
You could
Okay.
never. Sorry.
Sorry,
With the
go
bit
on.
where you think it's incredibly creepy when she sleeps with him, when you stop to think about how technically old he is. Oh, you mean the other scene? Sorry.
Oh dear. Childhood ruined. Right, we have a question. Mr.
What about
Dave
the shoes?
Price. Maybe. We've not got to that bit yet. Mr. Dave Price, aka Flinflected for Flinch, has submitted this question for the panel, and you must answer it, or else he'll send the golden skull after you or something, and you don't want that.
No, not today, because it's my birthday.
Yes, of course, but it's also his birthday. Hold on. No, it's not.
Off with you.
No,
Sorry?
it's yesterday.
Yes, it's 12:20, so no. But here is his question.
A train leaves New York going 170 miles an hour.
Right, Gary Bushell has his rubber fisting glove on, and he's rubbing off a semi. Only thing is, he's in your favourite chair. Do you ask him to finish off, or do you remove him? Remember, he's wearing the glove and a pair of nipple clamps.
I take him outside while still sat in the chair and torch the whole thing.
Who's Gary Bushell?
He was a
This is not going to narrow it down. He's that
Primer's son, I think.
Beardy bloke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the beard,
yeah. I don't think there's so many famous people with a beard yet somehow just saying, oh, the guy with a beard pinned it down.
My chicken and
Wait,
salad.
no, hang on, that's Jerry Beadle, the other guy with the beard.
Well, I'm going to change this
Hang on, I'm
question.
confused. Right, it's the bloke with the beard, but it's not Jerry Beadle, and it's not Noel Edmonds. Oh, I got you, it's him, yeah, the other guy with the beard.
The third bloke with the beard.
I
So-
think in Viz they had a it was a euphemism for a fake vagina with a Gary Bushell.
That's probably why it's Gary Bushell and not Jeremy Beadle.
It was like the Gary Bushell honeypot vagina or something like that.
Well, if it was Jerry Beadle, you can say he wanted you to play with his hidden camera.
Because he couldn't operate it with his small hand.
Beadle claw.
No, I have to say, I never particularly. No, very sadly died. It's not about that. I never got that. You've been framed when I was a kid, because there's a difference between playing a prank on someone and faking something so amazingly with a budget of thousands of pounds that, of course, they're going to fall for it. If I walked outside a supermarket and someone dropped a skip onto a car that looked exactly the same as my car that had my registration on it, how are you going to react?
There was that famous episode where they tricked someone into believing an alien had landed.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
They actually did quite but it was like when they dug a massive hole in the garden and put like a fake.
It was awful though. It's just this plastic alien just pops out. It's like,
Yeah.
would you like a cup of tea?
Didn't they have to try to stop it though? Because eventually the public got. Because like you said, there's a difference between me spraying water in your face from a fake flower than me saying, by the way, I just made a perfect replica of your family member crushed under a car. That's not funny.
I do look at like a typically English that alien landing was though. Then an alien lands in a back garden. The first thing she does is offer it a cup of tea in it. It's like,
I like the one where they moved squatters into the house. They tried to change the locks to try to get in. It's like these just fucking squatters staring out the window. No, fuck off.
Yeah, but I think they had to stop the show, didn't they? Because people were almost getting hurt.
yeah.
It's like they pushed some guy's van into like the Thames or something like that. No!
I like to think though, because it's so quintessentially British. When it was shown overseas, if it was, it was just embarrassing. It's like Jerry Clarkson said when you're watching this amazing compilation of police chases and accidents, and it's all full of American clips until it gets to a 1.6 Astra. It goes up a one-way street the wrong way, very
Hits a
slowly.
curve and flips over.
This guy was doing 35 in a 30 zone.
Alright guys, we're coming towards the end of this show. We're going to wrap up at 12:30. That's in 6 minutes for the people who are watching retrospectively. Although actually, you'll be able to see how far away we are from the end of this, because there'll be a total time. So forget I said that. But before we leave, I have a retro roundtable question, and this is courtesy Retro Unlim. That is Mr. Stephen Richards, the owner of this here website, who you should all bow down to. He asks, if you could be a superhero, what would you be called, and what 2 special powers would you possess?
Cockman, the ability to make your daughters pregnant.
The ability,
That's not sick or disgusting.
the ability to produce chickens from nowhere. Solve all
Loaded
world
bloke,
hunger.
and the ability just to regenerate countless money in my pockets.
Yes. My 2 special powers would be, 1, to produce an endless packet of cheese and onion crisps, and the second one would be to do the same, but with salt and vinegar.
That'd be a great scene.
My 2 special powers would be to invade other countries and steal their oil, and I would be called George Bush.
Dave, it's already been done, mate.
Can I be your Tony Blair?
Yes, but make sure no one ever gets to see our letters. Oh wait, you're not allowed to.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know.
You can be my Tony Blair, but don't bring fucking Sherry to the house, man. She's a minger.
My 2 things will be to be able to piss Coke Zero. And,
Directly into your own mouth.
Oh, that would be many, many hours.
Eat kebabs as many as I like without getting fat, and my superhero name would be Jeff Collins or something like that.
The brother of Phil Collins.
And I wear that same costume that Phil Collins wears in the Ultimate Warrior video.
Oh, are you Phil Collins? No, I'm Jeff Collins.
My special
I can
powers would be
produce-
I would be Phil Collins, and I could actually make good music.
Just an update, I've cleared the plate. There you go, ladies and gents.
Here's an update. I've just received a email saying Final Fantasy III is now available on Steam.
Yay! How much?
$29.66. I don't know. I
Pence?
couldn't be asked to read it all.
Pence? It better be.
Yes.
It's quite expensive.
I don't know.
Shocks, what would be your superhero name, and what would be your 2 special powers?
2 special powers.
Yes, you're allowed 2.
I think I'd.
My first special
name would
power would
be,
be unlimited more special powers.
Yeah. I'd like a power where I can just make the weather always like that kind of gloomy weather, where it's not too hot and not too cold.
I think that would make you my favourite new superhero. It solely works nights. That's my favourite kind of weather.
Then the other one would just be like, instead of growing hair, I just grow different hats each day.
Oh, brilliant. Would you not have, if they offered it to you, the power to grow your YouTube subscriber base by 1 million a day?
No, I'll do it by 1 a day. So I could grow by
My first special power would be I'd like to exist in the Star Wars universe, and my second power would be I'd be Han Solo.
Would you exist in the bad Star Wars universe? You know, the one from episode 1 and onwards?
No, of course not. I exist in the good Star Wars universe.
The only Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
That's the thing I want to ask, actually. Episode 7. Anyone looking forward to it?
No,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what I'm annoyed at. Did you know? Mainly because I did that Force Unleashed gameplay the other day. Disney have stripped that franchise of games of their canon officialness. Because Lucas wrote them to be canon. The gap.
Yeah.
And they are really good stories as well.
Yeah.
It means we're never going to get spoilers. We're never going to get the 3rd game, which means we're never going to find out what happens to Vader. Obviously, he survives if you think about it, but
There was rumours abound that Colin Baker had got a part in Star Wars Episode 7.
Are you sure that wasn't a person who was a baker called Colin?
Colin
let's
the
be
Baker.
honest, Rich.
Colin the
Even though
Baker.
you're looking forward to it, if you find out that Colin Baker has a role that has more than fucking 10 minutes screen time, come on, surely that will go against it.
Apparently Mark Hamill's role has been scaled back. He's not going to be that much featured in the movie, and apparently it's, the more prominent character would be Han Solo.
Makes sense.
But he wants to die, doesn't he?
Who? Harrison Ford.
Harrison
No,
Ford.
not Hamill, in real life.
He just wasn't.
It's not fair. Everyone else got a career from this movie, apart from me. I ended up on Wing Commander 3 and 4.
Hey, they were great games.
Oh, actually, he was the voice of the Joker as well. And
He
he was
was,
a brilliant
man, he was.
Well, the comments have been revived because when we talked about Michael Jackson, Smooth MJ returned.
Hey, Jay, we love you.
Hi, Smooth. He says, regarding the sound effect-based trainers, copyright Lawn Boys post, he would have a Robocop thud every time you step, slap a built-in subwoofer, and people will move. Brilliant. I would say get your own submissions in, but I am afraid we've run out of time. So, I guess we should wrap this show up now. I'd like to thank our 4 guests, or my 4 guests this evening, who've been fantastic. 1 or 2 haven't turned up, but never mind. We've had a lot of fun anyway, and besides, they might be back for the next one. I don't believe we're going to be back next week. I think we're going to be taking a break while the 2 bastards take the floor. So enjoy that very much. But do we have anything to say in closing, gentlemen?
Yes.
No one nicked my shoe idea.
Yeah, if I don't do Dave's shoe idea, I'm going to riot. And secondly, I want my Mario Kart 8. Give it to me. And I got gameplay tomorrow at 8 PM. We're doing a Mario Kart.
It's Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, I want my Mario Kart 8.
No, I want it.
He's
I've got
intercepted it.
If it ends up at Dave's house, then I know what happened to it.
I'm interfering with it right now.
What I love about tonight is we've seen all different parts of Michael's house.
Yeah. Well, it's not my house. It's my
Is that a
mum's.
euphemism for his guns?
I'm only staying here for the night, and then I'm heading back home to my flat. My place is literally, there's a worktop, there's my bed. That's it.
In a minute, in a cupboard.
What's that?
You look like you're in an airing cupboard at the minute.
Yes.
No, I'm in the hallway. This is one of my. I'll show you over here. That's my dad's disabled elevator that he used to use. That they won't take out of the house because it's stuck there.
So they literally disabled it because it's now a disabled elevator.
Well, it still works. They have to put it up and put it down every time. And you've got over that side. There's a fridge, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, thank you for the tour. That was absolutely fantastic. Next week, Cribs with Dave, Lawn Boys Post.
There you go. No, I can do it right now. TV, games, light, second light, wall of figures, fan. Job done.
Which
Make
time
sure-
is that?
Stellar.
IGG 8 PM, guys. IGG 8 PM tomorrow night. We are doing Mario Kart
I
retrospective.
thought it says IP at 8 PM.
8 PM EST.
Michael, what's that in British summertime?
1 AM.
Right, so it's 1 AM on Sunday morning, or...
Yes, 1 AM Sunday morning.
So I was just going to say, if it was 1 AM on Saturday morning, you'd have to get your skates on.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to actually find everybody at the moment in order to
Is that
get
why you're in the airing cupboard? Were you looking for them in there?
parts, guys, because they got a show to do in about like the next 20 minutes. I'm wondering what the hell's going on.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, so I've got to find them. If not, we may have to reschedule the show for tomorrow, which is kind of sad because I really wanted to do the debut of Slamcast this week. But we've got some, we've got some good stuff coming. And guys, make sure you tune into the Retro One Network. Of course, we've got a huge load of shows. I'm going to update the Facebook page with a list of all the shows that we have, so you can tune into your respective show and your favourites, and show some, loyalty to the show hosts. So,
There's Michael some chicken grill steaks.
Yes.
and,
I think
and also tune in to the Michael Burhan Cooks Chicken Grilled
Yeah.
Steak.
I think if we learn one thing tonight, it's how to cook chicken grill steaks and salad.
Actually,
Fantastic.
Michael will offer you a vegetarian alternative. It's called Get the Fuck Out of My House.
I've literally ate the whole thing, and I'm probably my toilet's gonna pay for that later. But tune in tomorrow.
It's funny because the minute you said that, you said your toilet's going to pay for it. This is what I watched last night.
Damn, to get you in the mood for the football earlier, I guess.
Yes. It's a fucking amazing movie.
And also as well, tomorrow it's going to be Dorito night, so I'm going to have loads of Doritos and burgers.
Well, please do enjoy that.
I'm going to pig out a lot.
Have a Dorito burger.
You should
No,
film
you
the
can
whole
buy
thing.
them. Asda make it's a vegetarian alternative, but I tried it because it's quite nice. It's a burger made out of nachos.
Ooh.
I actually buy it and I put it on top of another burger, like those things that used to sell in Burger King. Remember, you used to get like the nacho on top of the burger.
It's
I
like
wouldn't eat it without meat because that would just be wrong.
a
Apparently,
burger.
Burger King allows you to build your own burger. I never knew that.
So like that game from the 80s, build a better burger. I win. Where's the ketchup?
You can build a burger out of Lego. It would destroy your teeth, but you could still do it.
And
Anyway,
your digestive system. And
Yes.
when you take a shit, you'll probably be screaming in pain.
Oh yeah, get standing on it in the carpet upside down. That will absolutely
Yeah.
destroy your
Use stickle bricks
hole.
instead.
yes.
Stickle
Oh,
brick.
no.
No. Depending on how long you spent in prison, you might have to do Duplo.
Talking about blood on the dashboard, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how crack addicts manage to fit crack up their bum hole. 'Cause
So, does anybody have anything else to plug before we call a halt to this Retro Unlim live stream?
Only my anus.
Watch the Friday Night
check out
Live.
everybody's respective YouTube channels. Dave's got some amazing YouTube channel. Check out.
You almost said channels then, didn't you?
Check out
No,
Sean's
just the one. I'm a lazy bastard.
Check
No,
out Jack's channel as well, and
Yeah.
also check out his amazing graphics he does with teletext.
Oh, yes. Go and buy them.
I want an exclusive new episode of Barney's Bunch.
What, in teletext?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And check out Shock 16 because he's a saucy ninja.
Yeah.
He's saucy six and ninja biscuits.
And check out Rich because he's the only person who managed to get Bob Wakeland to draw and sign a picture of his son. And check out Michael Byrne where he will destroy you with his guns.
Alright, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight, or today, whenever you're watching this. And tune in 2 weeks' time, because we'll be...
One other thing, don't watch Godzilla, it was shit.
It was not.
It was shit.
No.
Shit.
No.
Yes, watch the Retro Unlim live stream instead of Godzilla. If you've not watched the earlier show, please do go and watch it. It was a lot of
And
fun.
Michael Jackson owned a Galaxy Force Deluxe arcade machine. Seriously.
Jeez, Dave, you're a walking Wikipedia tonight.
And so did Diana Ross. Seriously.
Oh, now you're making stuff up.
No, I'm not.
They shared it. They had alternate weekends. But I'd like to thank you.
I want to climb a tree.
I'd like to thank you for watching.
That was the South Park episode.
I'd also like to thank Shocks16.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Richard, aka the 90s Nintendo dude. That video game dude.
Thank you very much. Very good.
So they will cover just basically destroy him for copyright.
I'd like to thank Mr. Michael Byrne.
The sexiest man on the radio.
Yes.
I never show my face, and when I do, people scream because they think I'm a rapist.
Dark.
It probably is.
Dark.
I would also like to thank Lawn Boys Post 1975.
Jumpers with goalpost, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, and I promise Dave and Yackham will be back at some point. As for when, we do not know.
You get my football reference then.
Yes, which is why I started talking about football. Yes.
I was going to say cheesy peas, but now I feel validated.
Cheesy peas. That's a less well-known meme from that show.
Cake, it's a shoe cake. It's a cake that's a shoe.
Anyway, yes, I'd also like to thank myself for presenting
I'd
the
like
show.
to thank Mr. Yackham as once again being an amazing compere.
Thank you, Yak.
Thank you,
Alright, thank you.
Yackham.
Why, thank you very much. Thank you.
Only I get to call him Mr. Yackham.
Because they've had sexual intercourse.
No, because I'm subliminally promoting our other show, even though we've done 2.
The World Cup. You've got to do more shows.
Yeah, that was we're going to do a World Cup special.
We shall do a World Cup special, as
You
Dave
could
just...
do it
Do
live.
it, so we've all got something to watch after we get knocked.
You could do it via the network that we currently have.
Yes.
Yes, we could.
Well, we will announce if and when we do that, and you will miss nothing, so keep your eyes on the
just got to
retrounlim.com
remember to
website.
plagiarise Corden stuff, and then we can recycle that.
No, we're not having any James Corden stuff on this show, or any show that I'm involved in.
Can we have the robot?
The robot?
Don't you like James Corden? Do you think he's not sexy and fat?
You got to find it again. I don't know, Scott didn't like it, but I thought it was a compliment. That picture of Scott in the pub when he still had hair, and he looked not like he looked exactly like James Corden.
Ah, yes. Well,
You should get James Corden in the Sexy Boudoir as a guest. It'd be like looking at twins.
Twins united.
so watch out for the Console Snob's new show, his new
Corden snob.
Corden Snob's new chat show, in which he interviews himself constantly.
Such like a masturbation joke.
And that's coming up live on the Retro Unlim Network in the year 2072. Until
And
then,
the shark will still look fake.
sayonara, suckers.
Dreamcast. I was frozen today.